Oh shit.
Live?
Live. Oh shit.
Ha!
Oh,
Oh,
hold
I
on.
gotta hear, I gotta hear,
I gotta
I
turn
gotta
this
hear my
off real
sexy
quick.
voice. Let me,
There we
hello,
go.
hello,
Yeah,
mic
yeah,
check,
yeah.
mic check.
Yeah. We got you. I think 5 by 5, as they say. 5 by 5.
High five.
Yeah.
Let me get the mic closer because
I
I
gotta
got
say,
that shit like in the other room.
make sure the levels up a little bit. And put the
I got
dis.
that shit in the other room.
Okay, I'm putting you on. I'm putting you up 110.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
There we go. 111
Oh,
actually. Bam. Or actually, room 112. There we go.
room 112 where the players dwell. Oh, it's fuck. We're doing dated.
Yeah, nah, they don't know that we don't.
I don't know
Actually,
that.
no, we have old. No, we have old.
Cookies and cream. No. Okay. Okay. All
You
right.
said cookies and cream.
Cookies and
I'm ending.
cream.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us for episode 67
Nah,
of the
nah.
Sensei
See.
Thoughts podcast. I am your co-host, Logic. That's Sensei,
Oh,
and yeah, we'll see you
oh.
next week. Maybe on a Tuesday, maybe not,
Cookies
because
and
what the cookies and fucking cream?
that was the jam back
Peaches and
then,
cream,
bro. You go to a
peaches and
house
cream,
party
peaches and
and
cream. It wasn't cookies; it
no
was
cookies and
peaches.
cream. Remember, no, cookies and cream. It's cookies. I don't care about no peaches and cream.
We
It's
mean
cookies and
we were
cream.
just talking about 112, and you started singing
I
fucking
know
lyrics.
it is cookies and cream. I
Okay,
don't
I'm
care
over
about
it.
no peaches and cream.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm literally mental booming right now as we fucking speak. As we speak, I'm
Oh, hey,
mental
Teasy,
booming.
what up, baby?
What the fuck? Oh, what up, Tease? Jesus Christ. Anything else? Any other revelations you want to fucking bring forth right
I,
now? You might as well.
if you don't already know, a lot of those like lyrics from those hip hop days, everything was back
Yeah.
in New York and the Bronx. I changed them all. Like it was my version. It was
So you
always my
weren't
version.
saying so when 112 was singing peaches and cream, because now you almost got me fucked up saying cookies and cream.
Yeah,
No. We're not promoting this. You was saying cookies and cream. I need it because you
yes,
know
I
that I'm a
always
fiend. Getting freak me.
yes.
Are you
And I
fucking
had and that
serious?
my whole crew was running it like that.
No
Cookies
shot.
and cream. Yeah,
No
man. It was
shot.
nobody ate peaches and cream. It's just disgusting, bro. It's cookies and fucking cream.
There was a whole.
Jesus.
There was a whole video. There was a whole.
And that video, it was cookies and cream as well.
Somebody call it fucking Nabisco, I guess, and we'll just get Oreos, right? Like, at this
Yeah,
point.
Oreos and Briar's ice cream or
That'll be a good
whatever you prefer.
sponsor. Nabisco sponsor. Jesus.
So, if you guys are joining us, it is Tuesday, hot off the heels of our buddies, our brothers in arms, over at the XBL Party Podcast. They just finished their pod. Great pod, gentlemen. If you're listening or listen to replay, awesome pod as always. Listen, it's Tuesday, week number 2. Is this a thing?
I don't know yet. I'm still indifferent. I've been indifferent about it, but it's just kind of like I'm kind of liking the way like the news has been rolling out, because like it's funny because going into this week, like I think we already said it. This is like when you get like insider podcast information, right? When they talk about like yeah. So you get all right, it's already. So being kills will be like, yo, all right, so we know what we're talking about this week, right? It's like, yeah, fucking Call of Duty. It's like, of course, Call of Duty, right? Again, for like the seventh week in a row. It's like, yeah, Call of Duty. And yeah, dude, so it's like, so obviously we knew going in, and then it was like everything else, and we had other news and stuff, and Redfall, can't wait to talk about that, and a lot of other gaming news as well too. But it's cool because it's like Monday fucking rolls around, right? So we say like, okay, we're gonna do Tuesday again, and Monday rolls around, it's like, oh, we get some gaming news, and then Tuesday rolls around, it's like, all right, we get a lot. I'm literally getting messages from my brother like all fucking day, and I'm like, well, I mean, he's like if I had an assistant or somebody just feeding me fucking news. Boom. I mean, us too, because he hits the group chat too. But he's fucking just hitting me, and I'm like with all of this shit, I'm like, wait, okay, what's it? Like we were talking about some Game of Thrones stuff, which was dope and everything. So we were talking about attachments. We'll get into that for Call of Duty and everything and all of that stuff. Hits me with Xbox at Paris Games Week. Hits me with Robo Quest. We're gonna talk. I mean, I'm like. All right,
a lot, bro.
Dune.
There's a lot.
I'm spoilers. Fucking Dune coming to PC Game Pass. That wasn't a fucking PC Game Pass thing. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like all right, cool. All right, so
Microsoft got to do a better job. If they're not doing it, we'll do it for them. Like,
so Tuesday, and then obviously the coming soon for Game Pass titles and stuff, which we'll go over as well too. But like I'm like, so Tuesday feels good from a gaming news. Like I'm vibing with that because I feel like there's a lot of these companies and a lot of gaming news comes out at the beginning of the fucking week. So it's like, I mean, yes, you could wait all the way, which what we normally do, and then just say, okay, fuck it, Sunday. Here's all the news and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's kind of cool.
I mean, we have our own way of doing shit, anyways, with this
That's
pod.
true.
But
That's true.
it does. I mean, it helps if we had shit to talk about. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, hey, what up? Oh, it's John. I thank you for the tweet, by the way, for tagging me in the leaderboard for last month and allowed me to say what I wanted to say. With I'm done with $5 games and cheap games for achievements. I won't be playing that no more. All hard games from here on out. That's all that.
That was you.
That was me. That was me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because every time I see like I'll see like people tag leaderboards about like the achievements and stuff, and it's always like a person that's never in first is always the one that's saying, "Oh, I'm done with cheap games, hard games from now on. I'm not really focused on it." And then the very next month they're like hitting it hard. Like, what happened to not playing easy games anymore? Like, oh, we really want that first. Anyways, just I'm veering off topic here.
Yeah.
But no, man. Yeah. So Tuesday, not a thing. We don't know.
Yeah.
But here's the beauty of it. Wait, you can get on the roofs on it. What mode is this?
All right, so you're a little yeah. So you're watching that. This is Invasion. So if you haven't
played Invasion,
yeah, no, which is literally it's Warzone Light. We're gonna get to it. We hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought. So Kills, how was your week? Let's start. How was your week?
Okay. It was a lot, man. It was I did a lot of things up and around and outside the house and
very nice.
Spend some good time with the family. My daughter. Hey, let me ask you to set this up.
Yeah.
At 19 years of age, when you had whatever job is that you're holding.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be personal. You don't have to
no. Yeah. No.
Exactly. But what was your pay rate at 19 years of age?
All right. So the first job that I remember having right outside of high school, because I had worked a little bit like during high school, but like early, like 9th grade, 10th grade. But like that's that's like when the family member gets you. Like my aunt working at a car dealership was like, "Why don't you come over, and come into work with me and wash the cars on the fucking lot." And like, you know what I mean, run some soap and water over it, and we'll get, you know what I mean. And I was getting a legit paycheck from them too, same thing, you know what I mean. So that was like teaching the response early and stuff like that. So I don't even, all I know is getting money. It was kind of like an allowance, and I was hanging out. Like I got to drive around the scooters because the car dealership also sold scooters.
Oh, okay,
so I got like little Vespas. So I got in the mornings. I used to take them from the garage and go drive them to the front of the lot. So that was like, and then I would get to drive them around during lunch and shit too. So it's like that was like almost like a work perk or whatever. So it was really cool. Anyways, so I was getting a check. I was getting money. First job out of college was Starbucks, and I think I got hired at $9.20. They were paying above minimum wage. I'm pretty sure I got hired at like $9 or $9.25, and that was
minimum wage was $7.
Not even. I think it was like $6 and change. It was less than $7. It was like still in the sixes, or maybe the federal minimum wage was like $5.
$5.15.
Yeah, it was like something crazy.
Yeah.
But I think New York minimum wage was a little bit higher than that, obviously. And then
cost of living,
right, exactly. And then Starbucks was like, "Oh no, we're starting you at like $9." So I was making like $9.25, like
and that was at 19,
18. I was at 18.
18.
Yeah,
okay.
19. I didn't. So the most I ended up making, like in that early 20s, whatever like that, was like it wasn't until like the early 20s where I really jumped up to like the 15s and shit. But like my most job was the assistant manager, $12 an hour, and that was around that age. The 20,
all right. So, I think more so now than it was before. But back then when we were younger, especially I'm a little older, but I think it was more of a when you had a job back then, it was not about survivability. It was more about learning like the ins and outs of structure of society and all that stuff, right?
And just having some money in your pocket.
Now it's more survival than anything else.
Yep.
But I say that because my first job at 19, 18, whatever, it was I don't remember the summer jobs you used to do from school, and you get the card, a little blue or green card to go get a summer job. It was like an office job with the American Diabetes Association. I was in prestigious fucking organization, but I was only making like I think it was like $7.15 an hour, $8. It was something weird like that. But again, at the time, it wasn't about survivability. It was more about again learning structure and 9 to 5 and suiting up and proper etiquettes, work office type stuff. I say all that to say my daughter just got promoted this past week. She works at a Dairy Queen. Keep that in mind.
I remember you telling me that. Yes.
Yes, as a Dairy Queen. She's been there. She's on her year number 2.
Very nice.
She celebrated her
year. She started when she was in high school, though.
Correct.
Right. She started high school.
This is her very first job.
Right.
That's it. She's already. It's a franchise, so she's experienced ownership changes. So a new owner came in, and this new owner has been treating these employees like very well. So my daughter this week, we celebrated it. She just got promoted to general manager of that Dairy Queen.
Very nice. General
So
GM, general
GM,
general man.
GM.
Yeah, well, I mean, some
19.
people are just right. Yeah,
19.
Yeah.
Now, she's and I don't mind doing, like, she gave me the permission for this, but she went from starting that job at $12.50 an hour.
Sure.
She is now making, as a GM, because she just got promoted, not salary. That's the kicker here. If you guys ever been salary versus hourly, you know you want to have hourly when you're making this much money.
Yeah.
Salary, fuck you. She is making upwards of $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Just to be a general manager at a Dairy fucking Queen. Now
that's what a lot of that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of stuff going on. But she's already been doing a job. Yeah.
This new owner has been, because that's that whole do the job before we pay you for the job type shit. And you could do that a lot with the younger crowd. They'll follow that suit. With the older crowd, where they not fuck that, pay me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So she's been doing it for quite some time, but she finally got the title, like the actual pay for the title for it, the pay. And that's not all. He's like, this new manager has been like taking it, having her go to classes and school and universities to get the whole degree and everything. So she's got all that. He's gonna give her a brand new. He's opening up a brand new store closer to home. Brand new store that she's gonna run entirely for herself, hire and staff and all that shit to herself, allowing her to get more. Like, I think he's gonna bump her up to upwards of $30 an hour. I'm going, you're 19, baby girl.
Yeah.
She just turned 19 this October 17th. I couldn't fathom or the idea of me getting this much money when I was 19. I'd be a fucking rich hip hop artist back then, bro, singing Cookies and Cream.
I mean, it's dope. It just shows, like, obviously how responsible she is, and the fact that she's been able to show, like, things like leadership and stuff, because that's also another thing you got to worry.
It's crazy.
Like, there's so many pros and cons to that. Like, you working in retail, me working in retail, also me working in food industry. Like, food industry is a whole beast in itself entirely.
We've done it all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You've done food industry as well too. So it's like, but just knowing sometimes it's like hope, and I'm sure it's right. Hiring the right people and stuff. But like, you would think like a job like that too. You want the high school kid. You want the young person anyway that's motivated, that's doing stuff, that's still going to school and stuff like that. And you want employees like that too around that have like-minded goals and stuff, not just somebody that's, you know what I mean, just looking to kind of like coast by and everything. But so it's like it's. I wouldn't say it's a gift and a curse. It's amazing at that. Like I said, at that age,
it comes with its stresses.
But it's definitely
19, but you can handle those at 19.
Sure, I think no, for sure. But that's
and it's fresh because she's learning. This is her first job, so everything she's learning stays fresh and it stays new. So she's what's that? Because we're creatures of habit.
Yeah.
So when something becomes the same thing over and over again, we tend to get bored. We move on. With her, everything's fucking new.
Yeah.
So it's the motivation. It's that battery in the back.
I job hop. She's got this job. I didn't get my first supervisor position wasn't until GameStop, and that was SGA, the key holder, but that was that was at 2009, right? Because 2009. When did Peace Walker come out?
Metal Gear?
Yeah. It was 2009 or 10. It was
2010. I think it's 10.
Yeah, okay. So that's when I literally got SGA, and then 6 months after that, I literally got hired as an SGA, and then got promoted 6 months after that to assistant manager. But that was assistant manager, $12.35 an hour. Okay. So,
but that's that's going from job like after a couple.
Yeah, but then that was job. That was Staples. That was ready. That was Starbucks. That was Staples, and then that was GameStop.
Which prepared you for GameStop.
Yeah, and then GameStop to AT&T, and then AT&T to Cox Communication, and then Cox Communication to MGM. And you know what I mean? So it's like, but I'm like, I'm all over I'm like jack of all trades at that point.
What's that? That movie from? Is it? Well, I forgot who the actor is. I don't want to botch it, but the movie where he's changing different disguise or whatever it is.
Was it Leonardo DiCaprio where he was trying to be? It wasn't Catch Me If You Can.
No. It's more of a comedy. I want to say it's Jim Carrey, but I don't know if it's Jim Carrey. It's like a distinguished gentleman. That's some weird shit where he's changing characters and everything. But yeah, man, Biz Talk Podcast. Welcome to
True. I mean, true. No, listen, but it's interesting. Well, listen, like I said, so if I didn't say it before because whether we got caught up in it, congratulations to your daughter. That's a really big accomplishment at such a young age, and hopefully, and she's obviously still doing the school thing and stuff like that on top of that.
On
as well.
top of
Yeah, on top of
Jesus.
that's
Yeah,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. She's doing the school
Yeah.
thing, so as long as she keeps her head right, as long as
College.
it doesn't affect like her schooling and shit like that, she's able to still do all of that stuff. But you start out early GMs at 19, like that's like think franchise owner district, like because that's another thing too. That's franchise. That's the thing about Dairy Queen or anything else. If
That's the
she's
next step
learning
for
all
her.
of
Yeah.
this
He's
stuff
gonna he's
there,
gonna teach her for the franchise
what's to
ownership.
say in 5 years, 10 years that she doesn't have money saved and things like that to go and she could like franchise her own place and like just open up her own business and just
And
run,
just
like, you
start
know what I
opening
mean?
home.
And
Yeah,
she starts
yeah.
specializing if that's something that that interests and goes to school and maybe does like a couple of biz management classes and stuff like that. And really, you know what I mean? And really just start saying fuck it and flip it and like, you know what I mean? And just be like, I mean, you look at everybody now. You look at Shaq's. You look at I think it was even I forget the other rapper as well too, that I can't think of right now who owns the Wingstops.
Oh, that's
Um,
that's a thing that's been on for like a
you
minute
know what
now.
I
But
mean? But like just because
rappers that do that
just the
are
franchise and
athletes.
food industry and stuff. Listen, if there's one thing that's
Oakley
never
with car wash. Remember that? Or I don't know if
yeah,
that's still a thing. Yeah.
if there's one thing that's never going anywhere right now, it's that food industry and like you know what I mean. Like people want to eat food. Like
I mean,
it's not,
that's. I mean,
especially here in America. Especially here in America. So it's like
especially in America.
yeah,
Yep,
America. So, but no, but
America.
congratulations, man. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, so she's
Yeah,
navigating that, which is pretty dope.
pretty dope, man. It's
So
like
when are you starting to charge rent? That's the real question.
that is
That's
the
the
what the
actual
$2.50 raise for the fucking water. Yeah, that she's gonna help out with
yeah,
that now. So
right. So I guess
that's
she just
awesome.
gets the
So
water
now we could
bill at
just
this point,
yeah,
right?
now we could
Just
just turn on the fucking water, just let it run. Fuck it.
damn,
But
damn.
yeah, man. I say that too because I have not received my first fucking blizzard. Like
Right, I was gonna say
she's hard on that
the
shit.
fact
She's
that
like,
she's
nope,
not coming home and like you're not getting like an Oreo
no.
fucking or cookies
She's
and
like, what do you
cream.
think this is, pops? They say free shit. No, you pay for that. I was like,
Wow,
oh,
wow,
okay,
wow.
cool. I can't get a taste of that shit. Nothing. At least fucking what's that other shit? 31 flavors. They'll go. Let me try them shits out. What the hell? Like
Damn,
the hell? Baskin Robbins. There you go. That's what I was thinking
that's
about.
funny.
But no, man, that's the highlight of the damn
No,
year.
it's dope. That's dope.
So that was good. And then obviously Call of Duty been grinding out fucking eat, sleep, shit, and fucking play Call of
And
Duty.
COD. Yep,
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Weapon grinding, finish all my salts and all that. But we'll talk about that.
for sure.
Yeah, man. But that's pretty much that. And I've slowed down dramatically on my Chivos. So anybody wanting to catch up on me on those Chivos, this is the perfect month for you guys because I ain't really focusing on Chivos. Like I'm not getting off.
But we've been setting that up for weeks now. We've been telling people like, yo, COD drops. There's other shit coming out. Like, listen, it's
this is
this
main
is
on my game, baby. There's nothing else rotating at the moment. That's why I went through all the games before COD dropped. I went through my Plague. I went through my Gotham Knights. By the way, Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Mwah! Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Love the game. I'm glad I didn't get stuck on the whole review thing and the whole 30 frame stuff. And it's just hard when people telling you don't play it because people who don't have the game and say don't play it because they feel at 30 frames is not it. I get it. But
yeah.
Jesus, you're missing out on such a gem. It's a good fucking solid campaign. Solid. I said it already last week. Solid story, solid. Just everything's so solid that it makes you forget that it's running at 30 frames. With the occasional, oh shit, there it is, 30 frames, but not enough for me to go, I can't play this game.
Right.
Beautiful game. But yeah, that's what I've been doing all week. Catching up on some shit. I gotta watch my Game of Thrones. Haven't started yet. I know it ended now, so now I gotta watch it. So let's see what else. Game of Thrones. Been binging still. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Thanks to Nick. Thank you, Nick, for that. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've been wanting to watch that for a while, but never really had the person to push me on it. He pushed me and been watching that. So good stuff. Let's see. Pretty much that, and then the pod. Waiting for the pod to happen. We didn't do it for the last 2 weeks now for Sundays, but we're doing it Tuesdays, and that's a good thing. I think we have our core listeners that come in and watch us and do our things. One thing you did not mention, I feel you should, is your shorts, man. Your
Dude,
shorts.
so you know what's crazy is that I obviously been playing some COD. I now that I also have the screen recording going too. So, and actually, if you're watching now, whether on the replay or live with us here, this is some of the clips that I've been gathering. And myself too, just been enjoying it. And there's some things that I'm not enjoying about it, and we're gonna talk about it. So I'm not gonna spoil the topic. Suffice to say, some shorts. So my week has been Call of Duty. Getting ready for the Apex new season, we just dropped today, which I only got to play just a taste of it earlier. So, but it looks like a lot of fun. The map looks so freaking cool. So I'm excited to get more games in with that. But yeah, just playing a lot of COD with my dad and doing some other stuff too online, Web3 stuff and things like that with him and everything. So it's been pretty cool. But yeah, the shorts, man. I got a clip yesterday while playing, and I was like, you know what? Let me try to get this going. And it kind of like because before when I used to get clips and stuff, I would pull out Sony Vegas. I'd get a couple together, try to maybe throw a little montage together, whatever. But I'd upload them to YouTube and stuff. I'm a regular. And I hadn't been as much so, but I was like, you know what, new game, it's big right now. Call of Duty's everywhere. Number one selling entertainment property in the world,
In
or
the
in the like in
world,
the world,
I'm
over the
back,
first
baby.
weekend. So it's like, so I'm like, all right, yeah, I guess the hashtags will be popping. So let me like put something together. So suffice to say, through a quick video together, re-downloaded my Vegas Pro 14 that I had, put the clip in, put a little quick song bite on it that I've been rocking with, listening to, that I've been vibing to, that wasn't also DMCA striked or whatever, you know. So doing that, and then I get the clip
Well, it
going.
was weird. I think it was not. I think it was more than that. It was like some weird ass remix. I don't know. It was just weird.
Whatever. The original clip got screwed up on the first time I shorted it. But what's up, Shin? But
What's up, Shane?
yeah, no, so I ended up re-uploading it, and yeah, man, just 700, basically 700 views in like 2 hours, and I'm like, oh, cool, hashtags work. So I'm like super excited about that actually. It kind of just put a little bit of battery in my back. Definitely doing so I'll just announce it now too. I'm doing a clip series called Clips for Impressions. Literally, I'm just like no shame because it's literally what it is, and a little on the nose. Not impressions like to impress people, but impressions like viral, like
Yeah, like
impressions,
reactionary,
like reactions. Yeah,
yeah. I
like
like that.
impression clicks. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
little on the nose, like if you're a creator and stuff like that. So and that's another thing too. I had and just on the creator topic, the other day in the chat in the Discord, like, yo. Since you a creator and all, I said I don't even like where this fucking conversation's going at now, but let's hear it.
Right
Yeah,
away,
right
like
away. So I'm like, I
that.
don't even like
Yeah.
where this is going, but yeah, go ahead, E. What is it? He goes, nah, since you're a creator, man, yo, can you make this video? And he wanted me to basically make a tutorial video on how to download an emulator and install an emulator on an Android device that I don't have, basically.
Okay.
But he wanted me to go and research it and basically make it because he feels that because I am a content creator that I should be able to do that, and that he would and it would be very useful for him, but that he thinks that I should do that basically. So he wanted me to basically become Linus or fucking like any other of these tech companies, which I
Right.
mean I don't mind the
Friends
premise.
with benefits, man. Friends
I
with
don't mind the
benefits.
premise, but literally he was like, no, I think he's like really like trying to sell it to me, and I'm like, bro, just fucking just do me a favor, just when I do the podcast like tomorrow, just go click fucking like, please, and share. It's like just make sure you sub to the channel.
Just make sure you sub, you click and share. That's what I care about. I'll do
I'm
all
like,
this.
and then maybe you'll get a tech video from me on like Android. It was so fucking random and out of the blue, but it just his correlation was just you do content, so this could be content, and I'm like, I do gaming content. I mean, I understand that I'm a tech person, but like it was funny nonetheless. So yeah, man. So just so I'm gonna be doing some shorts of the COD clips that I record. And hopefully you
Nice,
guys
nice,
enjoy
nice,
them
nice.
and stuff. I've already, like I said, I've been getting really good impressions on my YouTube channel. I already got a couple more subs from it too, so I'm pretty excited about that.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is the time. So shorts right now
yeah,
is the time. They are focusing. YouTube is on shorts and monetizing it. And I mean, not that we do it for monetizing, but the
no,
fact that they're focusing in and fleshing out and just supporting that platform. Obviously, you have your TikToks out there, your
yeah,
Instagram stories that's pushing this narrative to go. This is where the viewers are going. This is where the lurkers. This is where the
yes,
instant gratification. I just want 90, 60, 15 seconds of just boom, show me what you got. I'm liking it. Wow, I'm moving on. I'm scrolling away.
exactly. I like it. Maybe I'll leave a comment. Maybe I'll
Maybe
share
I'll
it
leave a
to
comment. I'll even
my
sub. Hey,
gaming
there you
friends.
go.
Maybe I'll even subscribe to your channel. And you
I
know what?
like this content. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, no, it's pretty cool, man. So it's a lot of that, and obviously we're gonna talk more about COD in the topic and stuff. But that was more or less the week, man. So just like you said, excited to get the pod going on this Tuesday and just talk about the topics that we have, man, and hang out with the
On a
chat.
Tuesday.
Yep.
All right. So that's good week for both of us, I guess. Throwing in your hat in the content creator short side of things and getting people already recognizing that saying, hey, you're a content creator, help me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
daughter with her promotion. Pretty cool. Good week for both of us. Solid and Call of Duty, which we'll be talking about. But first, we got to talk about Redfall, man.
Yeah.
Like, we have to talk about Redfall.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch the trailer to a couple of weeks ago? I think it's like last week where they dropped it.
I think it was last week that they put it out. Yeah.
And we talked about it right before we went live. 2K and the 4K version.
I'm gonna play this for anybody that missed it. I'm gonna have it going now for audio listeners. Shout out to audio listeners and shout out chat as well too. Before we actually really get into it, we always appreciate you guys. Shin, Thimber, John, thank you for hanging out. Anybody lurking, Teasy obviously hanging out. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Anybody lurking as well too, we appreciate that.
If you're lurking, we appreciate you because that's my life. I lurk a lot of videos.
And then for the audio listeners, obviously we're here on YouTube, Sensei's channel, and then of course we put the anchors up as well too, Anchor FM for all the DSPs. Yep. But this will be we're gonna play the trailer now actually, and I'm gonna play it through for the video. Hopefully the audio comes through.
Microsoft, we got you. I know you're not fond on marketing your shit, but we got you, bro.
I didn't want to say it, but go ahead.
I'm gonna say it, fucking Microsoft. Like, market your shit. It's a fucking great game. It looks beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't say I haven't played it, but the trailer is gameplay in it, and it just looks like amazing right now. Like, it could. I understand that I would say this, but dropping it right now wouldn't be a bad thing, especially the way we've been.
We don't even know where they're at.
We don't know.
In the
that
game
might
too.
Be a slice. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. But it just looks so fucking good, especially in 4K.
It's I'm gonna play it.
And
so
disclaimer. If you're watching it through our stream, go watch after our stream. Go watch it on 4K
on the official Bethesda channel. Yeah, because it's right now, if you can see here, 1440p at 60 frames. But it's only coming out at 1920 by 1080 on our stream. But that's okay.
Right.
So let's play this. Hopefully the volume's coming through.
Let me see. I'll click on it. Yeah.
See the M4 with the bayonet at the end of it?
Yeah, man.
Like, and then you're gonna have that melee ability and stuff like that. But you think that's an attachment for the gun? Or you think that's just how the gun comes?
No, it'll probably be an attachment. By the way, it's froze.
Hey, because I paused it because I wanted to bring it up real quick.
No, I think those are probably gonna be the trees, like to
Oh, okay, I got you. Like to build out. Yeah. Okay.
I see you running.
Yeah, they were smart too, dropping this right before Halloween as well. So very timely. Harvest Festival and everything. So it was also pretty interesting as well too. So good timing on that.
I see you hiding.
Why are you still hiding? We can protect you. Well, it's red.
Well, it's red.
It's on me.
It's like a liquor, like from Resident Evil, like or even they have that in Left 4 Dead as well. They had like a, and I think even Back 4 Blood they had like a enemy like that as well too. That just like
It definitely gives the vibes of Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but in this whole now I wouldn't say a looter shooter kind of vibe. I think because that's what they characterize.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
But the world that they keep showing us, it's to me is so interesting. I can't wait to dive. Like, I want to dive into this and experience. Like, it looks like it's not just shoot zombies or shoot vampires or shoot a monster. It doesn't look like that. It looks like there's a story to be told in this throughout the game, combined with obviously your vampires. And the fact that it's vampires is completely, it's just a world I want to dive into. The colors are popping. It's so vibrant. The art designs on the scarecrows and the monsters and it looks so good.
The guns
I'm
look
just
like there's a decent amount of variant. That's the
guns.
whole thing with the stake at the
Yes.
end. So obviously the whole thing with the stabbing, because that's gonna be like a almost
Right
like a
there.
Doom
Boom.
mechanic, like when you go in to like finish off or something like that. Like you'll be able to weaken
Right.
like an enemy and then go in and like stake them in the heart basically, um, to kill them. But it looks like there's a pretty decent amount of like weapon variants,
And
as
that's what
well
they're
from
showing
what
off
they're
in this
showing
trailer.
off
Look at
too.
it right there. That looks
Pistols.
crazy.
They had like an M4 or an M16-ish kind of gun as well too. Um, they didn't show
Looks
much
like
of
these
the
monsters took
abilities.
over. These vampires took over this town, and like you just happen to like you're on your journey going like the whole Walking Dead. Well, I wouldn't say Walking Dead, but like how you traverse like you're traveling through the country. You
Right.
get here and like what the fuck's this? And then now you find yourself having to both survive and get rid of this evil. But they have the carnival setting in there with the Ferris wheel, and it feels like that bayou feeling with the old timey carnival in there. It's like so much going on in this trailer and previous trailers that I'm going, I want to see this. I want to experience this. And
Right.
I just can't wait for them to say, hey, it's coming out XXX. Give us that drop date. I'm sure it's not ready yet. I get it. But it is part of that 12-month window that was announced early 2023 is when this game's going to come out. So hopefully it's still on track. But man, it's like this trailer came out and it almost went under the radar. I'm going, what the fuck? I gotta find this trailer. I'm glad we're showing it off though, man.
You know
Redfall.
what vibes I'm getting? Do you remember the game Fear?
Yes. Oh, yeah, of
This
course.
is when I see that's the vibes I get from this right here. Like that,
Hmm.
like
Oh
old
yeah,
old
I'm
Fear.
with
Yeah,
that. You're
like for
definitely one
sure.
of those that that vibe of it. Yeah. But I like again, I like the colors, man. They making sure that red, it's called Redfall, but they making sure that red pops out. They even have the little innuendo with that's red, like that whole
Right.
dialogue with that's red. Like it's pretty good. The colors, the fire, it's just the graphics. It just looks so damn good.
I mean,
And these
this isn't like we're getting gameplay, so this is for the what like you said to
that
your
part.
point, the vertical slice part. Like we don't know how like far into development I guess they truly are. Suffice to say that I mean the game's coming out next year.
Yeah, I mean, according to them, it was early next year, so early
Yeah.
next year could be any time,
But this
January
looks
to
pretty like
whatever.
I mean, I think you said this before we went live, like, or even like before we just started talking about this right now. Like, basically, dude, ship. It looks like you could ship this right now.
It looks like you could, but that's the power of marketing. We could ship it right now, but
Well,
again, we don't know if it's a vertical slice or
yeah,
only if this part plays very well, and then they're still working on the rest of the game because they're showing off obviously the strengths of the game,
right.
which is your weapons look so fucking good, the enemies look good, the world looks really fucking interesting and inviting. And I say inviting, and I don't mean like I want to be in the world with vampires, though. I've been inviting as I want to explore this and fight off the evil that's taking over this town. But I want to see. It looks like they're taking their steps. They're dropping nuggets of the game slowly but surely. They don't want to just unveil and take the curtain off completely. They're showing us off like check out the gun, check out the colors, check out
Do you
the town
and I
they're
know the
in.
closer we get to the game, they'll do similar like to other games as well too. The more we'll get
Definitely.
into systems of like, okay, here's how the leveling system and the weapon system and the different rarities between the guns and things like that. Like I'm sure, but like I still like when developers leave something to be like, to leave a little to be
For the
desired.
mind, for us,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
I don't need
Oh,
everything. I
100% with
just
you.
need the general. If I could get just the overall, like what we're doing,
One hundred
and then
percent
it's like
with
don't
you.
tell us everything, which I would be cool for 100%. But if you want, speaking to that marketing part that you just made, the point that you just made, do you want to go into that a little bit as far as like because did people? I mean, I know I saw this and I got because I follow, but things like that. But like I think that was the thing. Like people didn't really see this, and I
People
know some
didn't
people in
see
the
it because
community were making light of it as far as like saying like this is something that they should have been pushing, seeing as how it's a first party title, and we didn't really see it being pushed on the main socials and channels.
just like you, I follow certain things. Like when I'm interested in something, if I'm not following already, I end up following
For
it
sure.
because I'm interested in it and I want to follow it through it, the whole journey. It's one of those things where they tweeted it out this trailer and they say, hey, this trailer, but then like shortly after that, then they start talking about Age of Empires.
Right.
So it kind of went under the radar, and I'm going, wow. Now I honestly think because this is a Game Pass game, I honestly think if that's going to be Xbox's thing, the subscription based thing, that there's gonna be a lot of casuals that jump in and out of this subscription base. I honestly think it's very important for these games like this to be fleshed out and shown and going, boom, forefront. I need, this is coming to Game Pass, and then blow it up. Maybe they're not ready for it to be shown that way because they don't want to, like, with all the past, shit they've done where like a game is being like, I would say Halo. I hate to say it, but Halo, where shit gets shown off, then it launches. It's short of content. It's short of a lot of things. Maybe they don't want to go that route, and they're already like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're burnt out on that end, and they don't want to set the bar that high just yet until they are 110% sure.
Yeah, because we've seen that too. We've seen that end of it, right? So it's like let's make sure we have it before we really go in on it. Which I think that's a valid point actually, and I think that's probably why. I mean, not so much where it's like to the point where certain people. I think one of the guys that we get a lot of news from, and I always chop his name, Clobriel.
Clobriel. I think I'm chopping it too.
Clobrill. Brill.
Is there R in there?
Okay, yeah, Brill. Yeah, Brille. And I apologize if I'm chopping his name and mispronouncing it. But I mean, the point that he was making more or less was just like not even on like the main like Xbox like social. Like was his show? And it's like, so it's just weird. But like you said, but I can understand then it and it's not shooting bail necessarily, but it's just like. It's okay because it's not like Bethesda. Bethesda is also their own thing. Yes, they're owned by Microsoft, but they are their own thing. So it's like on the official Bethesda YouTube channel for getting a trailer like this, that's cool. That's fitting. I don't think that's like out of place and stuff like that.
Well, they said this. They're still going to be running code independently.
Exactly.
Like, we're starting to see that where it's like this is not under the company, the develop. That's all owned under the Xbox umbrella.
Right.
But I guess Bethesda still runs their studios the way they run it. There's no integration. There's no integration. I don't know how to say it.
There's reporting. Like you know what I mean. Like Todd talks to Todd runs Bethesda, but it's still like who runs Bethesda. Like it's Todd runs Bethesda, but there's still you have an overlord, and I don't want to say Phil is the overlord, but it's like you know what I mean.
I think that was part of the when they acquired
the
that was part of it. I think they kind of went out their way and said that in their first talk after getting acquired officially, where they were like, we respect what they do. This is Phil towards Todd.
Yeah.
We respect what they do, and they're gonna keep running the studios the way they have been running the studios.
Yeah.
We don't want to interfere in that kind of motion.
Right, because we've already seen what's happened when you have too many hands in the fucking cookie jar.
Yep. So, and let's not overlook the fact that in today's world, the way society works within the gaming universe, a lot of stuff gets like they see something, it's like, oh shit, and it just the narrative go wild.
Yeah,
it's like connecting dots that never existed. A lot in this community happens, so they're trying to be careful with that. They're not trying to show off something. Where,
I'm not sitting here reaching, being like, oh, I think it's crazy how Xbox didn't show off like one of their no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that I think you should be if my game looked like this, I'd be happy and I'd want to fucking
blow it the fuck up. I
would want to shout this from the rooftops. But I would want to shout this from the rooftops. But I guess I would also want to be knowing that what I've done previously and knowing that I don't necessarily have the 100% best track record of saying what I'm going to do and then delivering on what I'm going to do right away. So it's so it's like, I guess I could be a little hesitant and wait until we have it locked down. We're ready to go. It's we're like a month away and they're like, fuck it. That's it. Balls to the wall. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean?
I think that's what they're waiting for. Yep. Right. They're waiting for
whatever the go is, whatever the goal. Happening. Oh, game's gold. Okay, great. Here you fucking go. And
here
then
we go. Now we're going to show you a little bit more.
Yes. Here comes the little behind the scenes of this is what we thought about when we were designing the gameplay of it. Like, you know what I mean? And you get all that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Video docs would be awesome for this. Like, if they could do that, video documentaries of this shit, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sucker and a fan for those.
Because listen, there's got to come a time too where it's like not too long after this game comes out, that just like we were getting those vid docs for Starfield before, obviously that got moved over into next year. That's gonna happen because you know damn well that train's gonna start coming from Bethesda, and it's like. Before you realize it, they're gonna because that one it's not like that one's a slow roast either. It's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna start getting those vid docs again and start getting like where are we at with the game and all this stuff and this is what you could do. You know what I mean? Instead of these little teasers and stuff like that. Because listen, it's November 1st. Like in case people didn't realize, like we're 2 months out of the year now. and then 2023 literally
Seriously.
right around the corner, and we already know what's supposed to be coming right around the corner. So I'm really excited for this. I'm still obviously excited that hitting Game Pass day and date. This is really it looks like a lot of fun. It looks pretty promising. And I don't know, like I think I'm with you where it's like I don't necessarily need to see a lot more from it. I think now I'm just kind of like I'm hyped.
Sold.
Like
I mean,
let's get
sold,
let's get the game. Let's get it. Let's play. You know.
They'll get the. I have confidence in they'll get the, because remember, this is like Bethesda's been that company that they especially with Todd, where they don't like they don't blow and like they laid off something, or they don't talk about it, like they don't start the marketing machine or the hype machine to like literally a month or two before it launches. They've done this with Fallout. They've done this with like other games in the past where it's like, oh, by the way, this game we've been working on, we've been teasing you about, here it is, full blown, bam. Oh, and it comes out in about 2 months. Like that's, I think that they're going with the Redfall. They want to hit that mark on the nose. But yeah, man. If you're like us though, I mean, when something's interesting, I automatically, if I'm not following, I'm following. And Redfall is definitely that game where the moment they announced it, at first I was like, I don't know what it is, but the more I've seen of it with the showcases, now this trailer, I'm going, yeah, no, this is something I will be playing.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for a dates to be attached to this. But I get it, man. It's a lot of like you said, cookies in a jar. They don't want they want to make sure they're balancing it right. They don't want to just go crazy and go, we're gonna show you all this, and by the way, we don't have a date for it yet.
Yeah.
It may or may not come out early or late in that 12-month window that we mentioned this past year. So yeah. But what do you guys think in the chat? Redfall? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm sold.
Timber's there for it. Shinrock, when he asked for campaign, I believe, this is literally, that's what they're showing. I mean, outside of it being, obviously it is campaign co-op. I don't think they really spoke about any multiplayer outside of the co-op portion of it. But yeah, you will be able to play, I think, like it was 4-player co-op, if I remember correctly.
I believe it was 4-player co-op, yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly campaign. I mean, I don't see them doing. I mean, I'm not to say that they can't do any type of multiplayer things for it, but I think so far of what they've talked about, what people have talked about, it's mainly just been story, driven, from what we understand.
They've been showing up the story of the world. Yeah. They just don't want to make it a mindless, it's just 4-player, blah blah blah, shoot, you're done with it. They want to make sure, it looks like they want to make sure that it has a good, solid story campaign to it, where you continue to come back and play it, and then add to it as the game evolves, add to that. It oozes that. It speaks to me that way. Like, this is not just going to be a game you play and set it to the side after you're done with it. It just seems like it's going to have replayability value, like through just the campaign alone. It's why they're just focusing on this is the campaign. It's the campaign. They did mention it was multiplayer. I'm just not sure if it was 3 or 4-player or 2-player or what. But I thought I heard them. I'm pretty sure
it's 4-player co-op. But as far as multiplayer outside of it just being co-op is I think what, like, you know what I mean. Which I don't think. Yeah. I don't think there was any talk about that. But I could be wrong. But I don't remember hearing anything about that. But yeah, no, I'm fine with just how the game is structured and set up now. Like, as far as being single player and stuff, I'm definitely excited for it. And like I said,
guys, if you're here, please hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, you're liking what you're hearing, and you like what you see, please subscribe. Give us a chance. No, that's begging, right? No, please subscribe. Do it. I don't know. I can find a balance to that shit. Like, do it.
It's okay. We're just gonna have a button eventually that we hit, and it'll just do it for us.
It looks like my bot's falling asleep. He hasn't come on yet, so I don't know.
That's good, actually, because before your bot was fucking timing people out, and we had to stop that.
People out, you're cursing, blah, blah, blah. Somebody drop an F-bomb quick. I want to see what my bot does.
So, hold on. Shin just said, forgive my lack of chat, dealing with dual stick drift. Damn, that's a feels bad right there.
Oh, that's a feels
thank God there's games like Call of Duty that lets you overcompensate for that in Halo with Dead Zones.
And Halo.
And I mean, most games now at this point. But good segue into... the game that I guess everybody is on. A lot of people are on. I'm on. You're on. We're all on.
What's Halo?
What's Halo? True. Yeah, what is Halo? I don't know. Oh, that's another thing too. Yeah, that 7 more days. I mean, I know we're going to talk about Call of Duty, and I don't want to hijack the Call of Duty discussion, but yes, Halo update in November 8th. We are going to play. You will. Hopefully, I can get Turpin to re-download it, and we could give it a stroll. That's my hope.
Space, Turpin. Let's play some co-op, baby. Let's go. Let's co-op it up.
Well, actually, we might have that. Might actually be the play right there. I think the play is definitely Turpin, his brother, me, and you. Campaign co-op, 4-player campaign co-op. I think that's the That's the run.
Julian, what's up, baby? Yo, I got to shout him out real quick.
Yeah.
Julian is the man, bro. He came into my stream this past week when Call of Duty first dropped in New Zealand. And I was out there playing in New Zealand.
Yes.
And it's the first I played the beta, but the first time I played it, I mean, we're talking about Call of Duty now, but he joined the chat, man. He's probably the only one, him and Timber, and a couple of stragglers came along, but they came out and I tell you, Julian is a goat, bro. He came in there and was just like, yo, LMGs is my shit. Try the LMGs. I'm like, I'm gonna try the LMGs.
Yeah.
I tried the LMG and it's like I guess you can see my progression through games with I'm not an LMG guy. I'm more of a, like SMG or assault rifle, like run and gun, that kind of stuff. But I said, for my viewers, I'll go ahead and try this out. Try the LMG, shit at first. And as I kept playing, he kept suggesting, like, yo, do this attachment, do that one, this one a lot, put this one on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going, oh, I like this. And this interaction is pretty well. So I did this attachment. And he told me, no, bro, when you shoot, make sure you mount, make sure you do this. And bro, and like 10 games into using the LMG, I started becoming more and more comfortable with it. I'm like, oh, shit.
So he was giving you the sauce before we actually had.
Oh, he was giving me the sauce, bro. He was giving me the sauce. And I appreciate the sub, man. I appreciate it. I'm looking to stream some more this week. I've progressed a lot since that stream. I've gotten really comfortable with what I'm doing, but I'm on my weapon grind right now, Julian. So doing all that. But man, COD, it just got announced. It's one of the the biggest launch in
800
in COD.
800 a biggest launch weekend for COD, 800 million USD worldwide. It's wild. I mean, we know COD has done stupid numbers. When they were talking about COD catching up to like the original Avatar and stuff, everybody was freaking out like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, it's believe it. It's like, especially when they charge $50, $60, and now $70 for the game. It's very and then other people, like, you see comments underneath something like that, and people are like, well, yeah, I mean, they only charge $15 for a movie ticket, and I'm over here saying only. I'm like, yeah, okay, only. Right. Yeah. But
just, if you want to go not eat nothing, just the ticket.
That's what I'm saying. Just to go watch the fucking movie. But dude, yeah, replayability, but that's the thing. One ticket, that's one, replay, that's one showing. That's not, you're not going back in there, you're not re-seeing it. You got to buy another ticket if you want to go see it again.
Another ticket, or you do what we did back in the day, we fucking movie.
It's just a difference in entertainment right now. You buy a video game, and hopefully the game gives you replay value. Enter Call of Duty. And I want to ask you, and I want to start with this. So I guess we'll start with just launch experience. So we'll start with launch experience.
Impressions last week, but launch experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, I got the highs and lows on this one.
Right, that's what I mean. So we're gonna go with yours on an Xbox, and also you went traveling, evidently.
I went traveling evidently.
Yeah.
Got a little jet lag, coming back. So, but I regained my composure.
This joke is getting so fucking old, by the way. But it just whatever. Just. I'm here. We're here.
But no, man, I dropped in 7 a.m. Thursday.
Is it okay? Are you gonna get in trouble if we actually can we just be okay? So
you advertise the shit. I mean,
right?
Hey,
okay, yeah. So you switched your server. You switched your region.
Oh yes,
that's what I mean. So that's what I mean. So you
switched the server
because you don't live in. You didn't fly to New Zealand. Spoilers.
No,
he's still in the U.S. Spoilers.
Got money like that. Even though I would love to move out to New
Zealand. That would be very nice. That's where my brother's his mom's side of the family from. Yeah.
From the people I know that's been there,
Kiwis. They call them Kiwis.
Kiwis, yeah.
Yep.
But no, man, I switched the server. It didn't work just switching the server because then I think you sent me the message saying, "Oh, by the way, if you decide to switch,
this was for Sony people, Sony people, and for
Xbox,
it's for both.
Xbox
but
locked out for Sony, you had to create a whole new account and buy the game again. I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But it didn't work immediately when I switched. It did that. It locked me out. I was like, motherfucker. So I'm sitting here, and me and my EA mind from back in the days when I worked for them, I'm like, what I used to do, bro. I had my son next to me, and I went, you know what? Let's go to Activision.com. Let's go to CallOfDuty.com.
Right.
Let's go there. I want to see what's going on here. I want to try something. So I go to my profile, and my location set to my address here in Florida. What happens if I put a bogus ass New Zealand address? By the way, shout out to that New Zealander that I put on the map.
Oh my god!
And just put that into my Activision account.
Yeah,
I did that. I saved it. I refreshed the game. Sure enough, I'm in there. So it wasn't system level thing, it was more of an Activision type thing.
Activision side server side. Yeah, they were doing the check. They were like,
it's not reading
yeah,
Xbox servers, it's
yeah,
reading Activision servers. Like it's them.
yeah. And one
So I'm
plus
like,
one wasn't
nah,
1 plus 1 wasn't equaling 2, basically.
it was not equaling out. So I'm like,
Yeah.
no, there's a variant here somewhere. So it worked, and I should jump right in.
Very nice.
Bro, it was just a beautiful thing. But it was 16 hours of straight gameplay with no crossplay. None of that stuff. It was just straight New Zealanders and whoever decided to take the travel.
Right.
And me learning the game and the whole weapon crafting, or I wouldn't say crafting, the trees, the weapon tree, still to this day number 3, 4, 5, I don't know. It confusing a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm getting the hang of it with unlocking, what do you call it, the stock for one thing to
the platforms, like unlocking all the attachments for one of the receivers and then changing the platform. Yeah.
And the weapon grinding is pretty awesome because it's 4 camos now, which you do kind to open up to unlock the gold challenge, and then you go on from there. So I've been doing that. I want to speak the lows first. I'm gonna do a sandwich here.
I was gonna say, did you want to go high first and then go with it? Because that's what I mean.
All right, let's do that.
I feel like podcast. I feel like you should start with. I feel like you should start with love before you fucking dig in. Because boy, oh boy, do I gotta dig in. But I'm just gonna let you go first because maybe I'll just do the digging. I know you have gripes too. Maybe we could compare our gripes.
I got gripes.
Okay,
but,
so
let's start with the high.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the fluidity of it. How solid it is. Virtually no lag. The gunplay is the camo grinding. It's always been my thing in Call of Duty. So the camo grinding, I'm glad that it's like not as strenuous as it used to be, where it's like get 200 kills while mounting on a wall and then clapping your hands twice and doing 3 spins.
Yeah.
It ain't all that. It's still in the game with the mounted and the what do you call that, the point blank and that. But no reload to shoot, no slide to shoot, none of that weird shit that they've been putting in the game.
Yep.
And they're low count kills. 15 kills, unlock the next.
It's very attainable and very achievable.
Very attainable, and it's organic.
Yes.
It's organically input. Like you are gonna get these kills even if you're not.
If you just play the game. If you're naturally just playing the game, you will unironically get the challenges done.
Exactly. So aim down sight kills, you're gonna get that because you're naturally aiming down sights. Hit fire kills sometimes. Like if you're running an SMG class, you're gonna hit fire kills. Like if that's what you do. But the weapon grind is very cool. I'm done with the assault rifle class on the gold side. I've unlocked the platinum, which is the second master tier.
Yes.
And then I gotta go back through all my assaults to get that. But again, very easy. Long shots, 15 kills for each one. That's very attainable. But I moved on to the better rifles. So I'm doing that. The map rotations are 6 map, but I've only been exclusively playing
11.
Disclaimer. Well, for me, 6 because of what I've just been playing TDM and.
No. It's 11 with the. But I was gonna say, but maybe only 6 because
I'm not getting 11.
Well, yeah. But if you're only, so I'm sorry to. Yeah, but I guess you're only playing certain modes specifically. Not
Correct.
even you're only certain 6v6 modes you're playing. Even
I'm playing 6v6 modes, TDM, exclusively TDM, and kill confirm.
So you're not playing. You're not playing any other.
Yeah, I'm not playing anything else. Yeah. I'm sure. I know there's other maps there, but for me, that's the rotation I'm getting. Farm 18, Embassy, blah blah, like the racing track one.
Yes. It's not a bad rotation, by the way. It's
not a bad rotation. Solid rotation, especially since we're getting more, I guess more maps in 2 months when the season starts, or 1 month, whatever it is.
Right.
We're gonna get more maps. It's a 2-year development, so we're gonna get by the end of. I see this game in 3 to 6 months. Not this conversation about the lack of maps. If any conversation around that will change.
Yes. I agree. I'm with you on that. Yes.
It'll be different.
Yes.
But I'm loving the the COD lobbies the way they used to be. I feel that. I'm an OG.
They're toxic as fuck.
I hate to say that the toxicity is part of the COD community.
But that's just what it is.
It is what it is. Like I can go in the lobby chat and just hear just the love of the game. Shit.
Yeah. I need more. But and to that though, real quick, because I'm gonna give it right back to you. But I need more substance in those. I don't need the open mic to what the fuck's happening in your house and in the background. What I just want is you potentially talking shit about how good you did, how bad we did, how we sucked, and you're the fucking best, or vice versa. Fuck you,
Bro,
hacking bitch.
I want to hear you suck. My KD's better, or my game. I
don't even know what your fucking KD is because unfortunately we don't have leaderboard. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, nope. Time out.
Wait. Time out.
Okay, go ahead. Go back. But yes, let's
bring it back. But no, I don't. I'm not for those conversations that people come in with a hot mic with music blaring or having a conversation with their spouse with their partner. And what for dinner, baby? Oh, it's gonna be this. And like, bro, mute your mic. Don't need that. I don't want that. I don't have to hear that. Like,
yes.
I don't. Stop it. Yes, Claymore King, Money. Me and Money's been Claymore King it up, bro. But no, man, I've been playing with Money. I've been playing with Nick. I've been playing with. We played with Overlord this past. One of our other buddies. This past couple of days, but it's fun with friends.
Yeah,
it's so much. I've been playing Call of Duty solo for quite some time. You know this. I play a lot because it's not because I don't want to play nobody else, but my weapon grind is second to nobody else. Like, I have to be focused on that weapon. That's just me. That's my thing with Call of Duty, weapon grind and challenges. So when I'm ready to do the objective game modes or anything else other than just the weapon grind, I'm there with you guys. I'm gonna be 100% with you guys.
Yep.
But for the moment, the weapon grind is there. Having a lot of fun with these things. I did turn off crossplay. I did. Now we'll go into the like the cons side of things. 16 hours of straight New Zealand gameplay had no crossplay. My KD, this speaks for let's say KD, but my average kills is like 20 with 22 kills.
Right.
That for the New Zealand after I stopped using the LMG.
Yeah.
But that was my average. There, Streamlabs. The moment it launched at midnight, I immediately felt the crossplay with the PlayStation players and PC players. I immediately felt it. Like,
right,
I was like, wow.
Instantly, you knew that you weren't just playing against Xbox people.
Yeah, not even SBMM. SBMM. Sorry.
No,
it's just
SBMM. Yep. No, you're right. Yep, you're right.
Okay. I felt it immediately because my freaking average kills went from that, and if you guys left in the chat, I'm gonna ban you. 8 kills a fucking game.
I mean, I think you're not the only one though. There was a lot of people experiencing that.
And I'm not the guy I won't be the guy to go, fuck crossplay. I can't play with PC. I can't be that guy because I love playing with everybody and I need to play with everybody to experience the love I have for this game. It needs to be experienced on that level. I just can't gatekeep. It's only me. It can only be me. But the thing is that the moment I turned on on Xbox, newsflash, because it's always been the case. I don't know why we acting like a surprise, but on the Xbox side, you can turn off crossplay through system settings. The only unfortunate part about that is that Warzone, you need to have crossplay on.
They just won't let you. They just won't let you play Warzone. Basically,
they won't let you play Warzone or what's that other mode you've been playing?
The Invasion or the Ground War.
Invasion,
basically.
anything that has like big team shit like that,
Yes.
It won't let you play without crossplay. You have to have crossplay on. I'm okay with that until Warzone launches. So for the moment, I turned it off.
Right.
I was going into Xbox lobbies. My average went back up to like 15 to 18 kills a game, having fun again.
Yep.
It was that kind of thing. My thing is not that I don't want crossplay logic, and I've already spoken to you about this. I need an option so that when I want to play with you on the PC side of things, or anybody terping who has a PC, and I want to play with you guys, I click on saying I want crossplay because I'm playing with my boys.
Right.
But when it's mixed lobbies of randoms and it's PC, bro, and not that. Here's the thing: if you're blaming crossplay on your shitty play, on how bad you're playing, that's not it. You can't blame crossplay on that. That's just it's a skill thing. At one point, it could be a system thing because just as much as it's hackers on PC, it happens on console. I mean, you showed me a clip where the guy was fucking bouncing up on top of.
Well, that's that, and that goes to the exploit of the game. It doesn't matter whether you're on PC or console. You could take advantage of a lot of these exploits that they're actually having in the game.
My problem with the crossplay is I don't want to be flicked on. I don't want to be like I'm shooting you in the back and whoop, you just and you got me. I say I'm done because you could just literally spin your mouse and I'm done. Like if you're good at aiming, it doesn't have aim assist on PC. That's another thing.
Yep.
People assume that, but no, it's a flick. If you're good at shooting, you flick it. I'm done. Even after I shoot you. I feel like, and I think Money can attest to it. It feels like, I think he coined this phrase for me. Shoot first, die first. A lot of the times for me, like I would shoot somebody, literally land shots, 2 or 3 bullets, and they'll turn around and shoot me, and then on my screen, 75 assist points.
Right.
75 assist points. I'm like, God damn it! Like, what is going on? Like, it felt that way. Like I kept shooting, but then they'll turn around and shoot me back. Like landing my shots. I'm not talking about when I don't land my shots. When I'm landing my shots. And you should be dead because I shot you first and I'm hitting my shots. Turn around, I'm dead. The other thing I'm not liking, and I'm sure this is gonna be balanced out eventually, but the sniping, I'm all for quick scoping because there's a whole community of that. I don't understand that everybody that picks a sniper rifle automatically becomes a pro.
Is a god.
It's a god with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
You would trash and all the other Call of Duty with quick scoping, but this one, oh bro,
I mean,
you're the god.
Marksmans and snipers are definitely something. I mean, chest high. It's like you're. I mean, I've been there's
chest high, try toe high, bro. I got shot in my toe and died.
I mean, I really, yeah. I mean, in certain instances, but I don't know if you want to just chalk some of that up to latency and where the weapon's actually registering where it hits you and stuff like that. But no, believe me, it's like especially when we're playing core, and I think that's my thing. And like I said, I don't want to interject as well too, because if there's anything else you want to talk about, because like I said, I want to get into my little spiel because I had an also interesting launch and everything. So that's why it's like if you kind of want to go in,
I don't want to sound like because with like I did it with Halo, and this is COD is by far my favorite multiplayer game. I'll do it with COD.
Yes,
I don't like when you launch shit that's been in the game since the iteration of fucking Call of Duty multiplayer and not have it in the game at launch.
And that's
where hardcore mode.
And that's where I want to start with mine. Is that tier 1 now that they want to call it. And that's where I'll start with mine, where it's like it's 15 fucking years that I've been playing this game. Like legit, because I'm not gonna count 2 and 3, like because I barely got a 360 like when like 2 and 3 was
hardcore mode and
it was. Yeah, but 4, and I say 15 years because 4 was the first COD that I played like religiously, and that's how I met everybody and stuff like that. Met you. I was playing with Heartbeat, but we were all on there. That's where this all fucking started for me, right? And the fact that they've had hardcore modes in all of these CODs, but for some reason, all of a sudden now, it was, and the tweet, according to Charlie Intel, and I had it bookmarked, but suffice to say, the supposedly Infinity Ward, they came out and they said there was too many crashes within the mode for it to be able to go. And I'm like, what is that? It's a playlist at that point. Like, and this isn't like, so I'm like, what's the disconnect? Because you could go into a custom lobby and create a custom lobby and put in the tier 1 rules, basically.
You can. Yes, you can.
You could do that right now. But the fact that there's not a playlist hopper, and don't even get me started on the hopper and the UI. People are like, I love the UI. I think the UI is great. And I'm like, yeah, if you're a fucking fan of...
Before you keep going, for people that don't know, the UI UX, the director of that is the guy who came over from Hulu.
Right.
So if you're wondering why your menu looks like Hulu, that's why.
Yeah, it looks like you're looking for the next rom-com to fucking go and watch. Like, no, it's because it's like, no, I just want to fucking select the 4 game. It's like, why?
You gotta do a killer combo, bro. They get to like friends list and shit and play.
Because I know on the 16th, I know on the 16th that main menu is going to be, and they kind of started this with the last Call of Duty or the last couple of Call of Duties where they started fusing the games together. Here's another thing as well, too. If you didn't pre-order the game within Vanguard, Black Ops, or Warzone, that 10 hours of XP that they were talking about for Vault people, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. If you didn't pre-order the game, you had to pre-order the game within Vanguard, which nobody fucking... I mean, I want to say that nobody played. I didn't play it. None of my friend group played it. You didn't buy it. You had to play through Vanguard, or you had to buy it through Vanguard, through Warzone, or through Black Ops. And if you didn't buy it through those 3 options, you weren't getting the 10 hours of double XP. So already in my mind, I'm like, damn, that's a fuck up right there.
I missed out. I didn't even know that was a thing. I missed out. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing. Right, exactly. And if you would have, that 10 hours of fucking double XP, not that it matters now, because once you get to 55, you're at 55, and then we just got to wait till the 16th. The hardcore mode. This UI, and then now it's like game. I'm trying to play the game with friends. So here it is. Night. I'm ready. I'm in. I'm ready to go. Here's my dad. He's on. We got people on. Some other people on. We're trying to get a game together. Fucking lobby's crashing. Fucking lobby's crashing. I can't get into games. I could get into games individually.
You know why?
I could queue by myself.
If you partied up, that system was crashing games on console and PC. That part, like, you've been doing this for how many fucking years?
I want to play with my dad. I want to play games with my dad. That's my dad who bought me this fucking game so we could play together. I'd like to play this game with him. I can't do that. Okay, what's next? What about my other friends and stuff like that? Can we get everybody together? How about my brother who's on Xbox? Can I get him in a party with everybody? No, can't. Not day one at least. It got better.
I mean,
at least
it kind of
it got better. There's still and basically what we discovered is you can't go to Weapon Gunsmith and you can't be in your menus while you're queuing for a game. If you do either of that, either you or anybody else that's in the party is subject to basically crashing. For PC people, it's called scan and repair. For people on console, I guess it's just crashing to desktop, crashing to the main thing. It happened to me. It happened to me. Literally, it happened yesterday when I was in a game with Lemon 108. Shout out 108 Dragon. I was with him, a couple of his people. We were playing some games. Same thing, just trying to get in. And then trying to fucking go and queue up and things like that, just hard crash. Right, it wasn't happening often, and it wasn't. But the fact that I could replicate it, it's something that I could literally go in and replicate every time. I could force my game to crash almost every time.
You already knew what it was.
I know what it was, and you just have to avoid it. So it's like then you resulted into taking out, like in a game, you have to go in and if you want to edit your class, basically, or if you either just not have to queue, and you have to just edit your class. And queue times haven't been long. The games have been actually loading in pretty quick, though. Obviously, with as many people that are playing. You don't have
time to look at your fucking camo.
That was another update that they did too, where they were like, "Hey, we want to make less time in between games, so here you go."
That's fucking though, bro. It's like grinding machine. It throws into a. I mean, it's cool if you just want to get games. I get it. I've been that guy, but like you want to look at your camos, like me, I want to look at my camos, my progression, and just throwing you in a grind like that was like I had to back out of a game, which counter, productive right there.
It's gonna sound like I'm nitpicking. And like I said, the game itself, I like the way that it plays. I am not a core player. The only time that I really like playing core playlists because over the last, for however many years I've been playing Call of Duty, I've been almost exclusively playing pretty much hardcore. Besides the last time that I really played core for Call of Duty was in World War II that came out. I played a lot of core. Actually, I did. I played a lot of core. But almost every Call of Duty I play hardcore, okay? And so the fact that I'm playing core now, and it's like, now it's just a matter of like, yes, I want to do challenges. I'm not so keen on like now. I'm just like trying to wipe weapon levels out. So I'm basically just trying to use a weapon, get it to max level.
By the way, weapon leveling is so easy in this game. It's not even that hard.
You go into invasion.
And it's only 21 levels, which is a beautiful thing. Before it was like 70 healers.
Well, it depends. The one gun I think that I was using before was like 27 levels. I think that was the Fennec. Some guns have more attachments than others, basically. But it's all around that 2019, 21. Like it's not super crazy, right? But even that aside, but like you said, I could go into an invasion game mode, which is essentially that game mode is 20 on 20 with bots. It pretty much plays. It pretty much plays like Titanfall 1. It pretty much plays like it's attrition. That's all it is. It's all it is. It's attrition. You get 1 point for killing. Your team score is added up at the end. First to 1,500 wins team wise. You get 1 point for killing a bot, and you get 5 points for killing a real player. That's it. And then, but you could. So one of the bugs or glitches that somebody discovered is if you perfectly place a sound suppression mine inside of an enemy tank, and they fucking drive around, they don't get out the tank basically because I don't think it's affecting them. And your XP this one guy got like 4,600 XP.
I saw that.
As long as you have the weapon equipped that you want to like get XP for, you're just constantly earning weapon XP. You just have to have it equipped basically. Now, will that probably be fixed? Yes. Like, I think eventually, it's like my dad was saying too, it's like, because they've done it before, like not necessarily exploit it anyway. Like, I don't know if it was fully intended for people to want it to, if Infinity Ward intended for you to go into invasion with the sole purpose of leveling weapons, but most people are playing that game mode just to level weapons. They are not going in there to win the fucking game.
This is why they release these games, like with the betas and everything, they release it to the public. So that what they didn't catch, because when you're a tester, you don't have your own, like, you don't test your way. You have like a script that they want you to follow for what.
Can you find these bugs? Can you fuck up here?
Can you find this bug here? Because it's the code that this developer did. I want you to fix that code. When you put it out to the public, as you've seen, not even a week in, you got people throwing fucking thing on the tanks and getting weapon XP. You can even go into Spec Ops and do that, and then do like a thing where like you plant a bomb or something and you spam the button to the point where once you spam it, the enemies don't even die no more, and you can they keep spawning and just keep shooting them and shooting them and shooting them. Like, you can do stuff like that, which that's something you won't catch in a testing vacuum. You won't, because again, there's a script you follow. I want you to do these screenshots or these screens and break that.
Yep.
Is how to do it. But yeah, man.
Dude, and so so my actual playthrough itself, so I'm definitely on the I can't wait for November 16th train. I'm, I'm
Of
on that.
course, I'm on that train.
I'm on that train simply because
Shoot you all the
I'm
way.
right. Simply because I'm getting tier one. I'm now, so tier
Getting the
one. The hardcore.
hardcore.
And I will just I know that I will thoroughly enjoy. I'm enjoying the game now as it stands, but I know that I will more so. I will enjoy this game so much more when hardcore drops. Obviously, I want to check out Warzone. Obviously, I want to check out DMZ as well too and stuff, and even play.
DMZ, I wanna
Also,
check
another
that
thing
out.
as well too. I remember talking to somebody else. If you're looking to rank up weapons, you can get weapon XP inside of Spec Ops. So those
Yes,
3 Spec Ops
it
missions,
does cross. Yeah.
you can go in. I think you can load in with your loadout, and you can go and earn XP and redo those missions too if you just don't want to worry about
I
playing
think for the
online
most
or
part,
whatever.
Weapon XP carries across all modes.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, even with the bots on
Oh, on invasion, yeah, and they're not.
Invasion.
And I say bots. I mean, they don't really. I mean, yes, they shoot at you. Yes, you can get killed by them, but they really are, for lack of a better word. I mean, they really are just there for you to like entertain yourself and really just like shoot and more or less and get points from. The only danger that you really have to worry about in that invasion mode, the gameplays on the screen now are real people and they're playing like it's a real game and stuff. The maps are pretty cool. I am gonna say that, so I will say this: the money keeps yelling javelin. I don't have. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
have it. Oh yeah,
no,
there were people going and doing the
yeah,
javelin shit.
that's
Yes.
me and Money just straight up doing. It's called the Joker in the game, but back then it was called the Javelin.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like we're just like shooting it up in the sky and it's landing on
Oh yeah,
people's
no,
heads.
I've seen. I saw a triple kill yesterday and one of the invasion maps with somebody using the javelin. It was nuts. It was
Mm-hmm.
insane, but that's also another thing too. People just going for their camos and stuff. So I'm never gonna get mad at people. Excuse me, wanting to go for camos. I will
Border is
get.
the perfect map for it too, with
Yeah,
all the crashing and the blowing up the cars and everything. You do a javelin, boom,
yeah.
done.
I will get mad at
It's
people.
quad wipe.
Yep, I still will get mad at people for using weapons in certain game modes where it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to tell you how you should play the game. You play the game how you want to play the game, but I wish you just would not play this game mode with that fucking weapon setup. Like, especially if you're not going to do like what fucking Sprat and what Phase Primage and what every other fucking content creator does with a sniper rifle. Like, if we're playing in an objective game mode, I expect you to use a weapon that'll actually help you and help us win the objective, not fucking over here in
In the
camo,
history of
not camo grind and
multiplayer
objectives.
games, in the history of multiplayer games, that's been an issue where it's like, what?
Hold on, Turpin feels offended. Listen.
What is my favorite YouTuber telling me the meta is, and then they get on that meta, or my favorite, my
Yes.
friends list. What are they using? And then they get on that meta.
Yes.
And it's like, but I get that. If you're weapon grinding, go to a playlist that does that. Go to
fucking TDM. Go to Kill Confirmed. Go to Invasion. Yes.
But don't do, if you're gonna play in objective game mode and you're fucking in the back of the spawn sniping away because you want to get your fucking.
And I'm like, yo, can we just go capture? Point. Can we get B, please? Can we just go get B? Is that possible, please? Like it's a close game. It's 160 to 160. I just need like one more person.
That's why I said that I won't play with you guys just yet because I know you guys are heavy on the objective modes.
Yeah,
I'm not there yet.
They're sprinkled
I don't want to ruin your guys' fun.
They're sprinkled in. Trust me. But no, I mean, I'm the same way. Where it's like sometimes TDM is dope, but TDM sometimes for me personally, it's like, nah, we gotta sprinkle a little more in. One, I don't like how quick the TDM games go sometimes. You blink and they're fucking over, and that's at 100. So, but I'm like, no, like I need this game to last a little bit longer. I need to feel like I actually played the fucking game.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I think that's also why I think I just appreciate objective game modes, and then also too, just like with, like my dad and stuff like that. Like we like he loves search. Like that's another thing. Like he's normally itching, but the thing is too, with my dad, same thing. Hardcore. It's like he's playing the game, and I know he's kind of just playing the game now because I'm playing the game, but he's really struggling through it right now. So it's like even just
I think for
so
the
much
most
for
part,
his
our circle of Call of Duty friends play hardcore. I don't think I have anybody that I play with that prefer core of hardcore.
Dude, if they had the ranked playlist, if they had the ranked playlist out, like if you want to tell me like you got a ranked playlist ready to go, like I'm with you, man. Then cool, let's go. Let's give me the CDL playlist, give me the rank, let me get the maps, let me get the rotations, let me get the G8 fucking attachments. I'm there. Let's go for some rank. No, you don't have that. Okay, but then you got skill based matchmaking in 6v6. So it's like the second I start getting like if I'm dropping 40 bombs and 50 bombs in my game, right? And then it's like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, well, I'm just saying,
play over here.
I'm just saying, if I'm dropping 40s and 50s, right? And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, yeah, and then I get a couple of people.
Casually.
Well, because but I'm not trying to fucking like puff up
40s and 50s.
But I'm just saying. But then real quickly you discover it's like, okay, the next couple of games I'm gonna get now, I'm fucked because now I'm actually getting. You know what I mean? Like I'm completely fucked.
Oh, you're that player. Okay, let's put you in with the rest of the people that drop 40 to 50.
Everybody else that wants to fucking do that, now have fun. You go have fun, enjoy. You know, it's like no, you know, so that's unfortunate. And then just the simple fact that it's the little things. It's I still got to navigate like 4 fucking menus before I could go see camos. Like that sucks to me. Look, that really sucks to me.
I said we had this conversation. I think it's a classic case of overthinking the product. Like there was no need. I mean, I get the UI refresh. I'm all for the UI refresh, but to have to get to certain things that were so easy to get to in the past for years. Like a friends list or looking at my camo, like literally got to press 8 buttons to get to the camo screen just to look at my camo. That's one thing. The fact that just to invite you as a friend, I got to click the right on the controller, click the right stick, click the left stick. Then I got to go down, and then you scroll left to right. Now it's no more down, up, down.
The amount of inputs that you need on a controller just to go in and find a friend. And do all that to be able to just get you in the party and stuff, and it really just isn't as simple as just find my name and join me, you know. And just when you see how the lobbies used to be, and it's like no, I don't need it to be like all plain and vanilla. I understand things have to change and upgrade and stuff like that. But
I'm all for the refresh.
Can we at least agree? Can we at least agree to keep like certain things? Like, can I go to a barracks and be like, oh, this is how many knife kills?
That's not even in the game. Barracks is gone.
I don't know how many throwing knife kills I have. I don't know if there's a calling card to show me how many fucking throwing knife kills I've had. I think I have probably over like 40.
A lot of these developers with these classic, yearly. Well, I wouldn't say yearly because Halo's not yearly, but like the franchises have been going on for quite some time. I feel like they're struggling with finding fresh for it, but they overthink it to the point where it's like, what should be in the game, simple stuff like hardcore name being changed to tier 1, don't understand that, but then not being day 1 in the game, prestiging not being in the game day 1. It's like they got everybody rushing to the gates to wait. It's like hurry up and wait. Now you're all 55. You're gonna wait a month or 2 weeks.
Yeah, just because we need to make sure that we launch everything together because we can't give you a battle pass and then exclude all the people that don't give a fuck about 6v6 or invasion and that only want to play Warzone because that's basically what it is. I think
those issues are coming into fruition because of the way the exclusivity things are being treated. Who gets what? On what platform
and just crossplay in general, and I also believe just trying to get all these systems to talk to each other,
segregating a lot of shit. All this shit happening is segregating a lot of things. With all that being said, because I think we should move on to the next topic. I think we bashed the shit out of fucking Call of Duty.
It's not about. I mean, but I want to be as truthful as far as popular and as good and as mindless as it is. It's like I'm not going to sit here and try to be like. Granted, and I'm also speaking. I'm coming from a position where I did not buy this game. I was fortunate enough to have somebody buy it for me. But also that somebody right now, like, it doesn't really is not really enjoying the fucking game that he bought for himself and me because the mode that has been basically counted on that we've been playing on isn't fucking available day 1, and that should not have been the case.
Not just that, I mean, just the day 1 shit, the menu, like just the menu being oversaturated and overthunk. The fact that again, I'll keep beating this in the head. The prestige, the fucking the fact that it's just a lot. That, but with all that being said, I hate to be that guy. I'm still having fun with it, man.
No, I am having fun with it too.
Can't wait to get back into it. That's where I'm at with it. It's like holy fuck, I can't get my mind over that shit.
I'm averaging 30 and 40 kills a map. Like I'm not literally. It's like I'm not.
Humble brag.
No, I'm just saying though. I'm same thing. I'm making clips too. It's like no, I'm enjoying it as well too. I hope I could enjoy it a lot more in a few more weeks. In 3 more weeks to be exact.
I mean, that's the plan that they have for us. They have that plan where it's like enjoy. Another thing is like when I use my XPs from the campaign. Because you get XP.
Yes.
I used them, but there was no timer for them, so I didn't know exactly where I was, how much I had left of it. And that was I didn't realize that to like after the fact.
You ready for this one? So one of our guys, right? So our guy Jazz, he popped all of his XPs, and we're sitting over here like DTDs trying to like figure out how to fucking make classes. We're constantly getting kicked from games. He's over here yelling like, "Yo, can we fucking run? Can we play I'm over here wasting fucking XP tokens, and I'm over here like I didn't even touch shit because guess what? I'm getting kicked out of the fucking game left and right. But I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, and you're not getting anything back from that.
Yeah, when it's the uncontrollables, it's bullshit.
Go buy a Rockstar or a fucking Monster.
When we party up, I'll tell you guys, hey, I'm popping XP. Are we ready to go? Like I'll do that. But if it's uncontrollables like game crash, you can't control it. And it's like, I'm losing my fucking XP because my double XP because the goddamn game either crashes or
you don't even know how much time you fucking you
that
have to
sucks.
guess.
And they changed it, 4 years ago to it
Yeah.
continuously goes without even you being, which I believe that's such bullshit.
Yep.
That the timer keeps going even though, and I guess they compensated for that by telling you we're gonna keep putting you in a lobby like 15 seconds between games.
Sure.
That's
To make it so it's like you're not like you're just in the game. It's like what happens if
But
you want to
it's
go and
still
add
15
attachments and
seconds
do
that
shit.
adds up when you're playing game after game. That's 15 seconds of adding up. That's 15 every 4 games in a minute.
They're like, nah, go order more Little Caesars.
Right. Guys, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and do some shopping. I'll be back. Yo, I just bought my XP.
I just bought my XP. That's basic. That's that. You know, that's the other part of it too. Is that there's so many marketing deals in place with so many different companies to get it.
It's all over the place.
Burger King
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew and everything else. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna hand you.
Shout out to Game Fuel.
Shout out to Game. All of that shit. So, but then it's like, so I understand it, but it's silly. And anyways, but yeah, but listen,
it's silly.
I am enjoying myself. I'm going to enjoy myself a lot more when the tier 1 mode is out and when DMZ is out, and to get to try Warzone as well too. I'm still going to obviously be playing it, but yeah, man, it's a little frustrating though. Unfortunately, just with it's
very frustrating.
It just when you come to expect just certain things from a time, and then you realize it's like you guys got a lot of people working and doing things, and individually speaking, like Infinity Ward, you're focused on the game. You got a whole other team that's working on the UI. You got a whole other team that's working on Warzone. You got a whole other team that's working on just live services. Like you got all these different people that have their own responsibility, and I'm over here just seeing like, are people keeping these people in check? And is everybody talking to each other? Are people making sure that all of these systems
where's
working?
the communication at? Yeah,
Is this happening? I mean, I'm granted we're getting like a community board where they're showing like where the updates are. The Trello?
I tried that. I went in there and it wants me to sell my soul or some shit like that. Like I had to transfer something over to something.
Oh no, supposedly it's just an open board that they're gonna start doing updates with and stuff like that just to keep people.
I like the concept. I just didn't understand it because I never heard of this thing. And when I tried it out, I logged in. I used my Google account, logged in, and then it said something. If you do this, you're gonna transfer something from over here to over there. It got me to the point like, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to do this. Let me look into it some more.
Yeah,
I've never seen some shit like that, so I'm looking into it more. But I'm for the concept that if I can go somewhere like a board and see what's going on with the progression of the game and the updates, I'm all for that. I just got to figure out what the hell that transfer part is. But yeah, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much that's what I got for COD. So November 16th, but I'm still gonna be playing it all the way through, streaming it, making clips for it as well too. Stuff. I am enjoying it. And it's still gonna be one of those things where it's like in a couple of weeks / couple of months, it's like oh hey, remember when this had all these problems? And it's like it doesn't have those problems anymore. It's like it's gonna be one of those. Yeah,
exactly. We're gonna not forget, but we're gonna remember. Damn, remember when?
Yeah.
That's why I tweeted this week. I tweeted, enjoy the things now because we're always caught in that moment. It's like, man, remember when? And you want to go back to it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. It is what it is. But yeah, man, Call of Duty. Even with all those issues that we've announced and we talked about, it's still a solid 60 frames, 120, whatever you're playing on.
My frames are really good. I'm chilling.
Very solid. Yeah, it's fluid. Feels good. The gun sound. The gun like audio sounds good.
Yep,
everything's good. It's a good solid game. Multiplayer is fun with friends. But I dare to say this, man. COD is back the way it was before. COD is back. It's with all the overthinking product part. But COD is back.
And I got the M4 class. I'll put the screenshot out after the pod. Yeah, I'm gonna tweet out. I'll tweet out the M4 class, and I'm putting everybody on. Which I got from one of the CDL pros. I'm pretty sure it was Minnesota Rocker, one of the Minnesota Rocker players.
Oh, yeah! Shout out! Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely I'm gonna tweet that out later. It's a sick class, Emperor class. It's one of those like if you're having trouble just playing the game and you just want to try to get some kills under your belt, it's definitely a go-to Emperor class.
I'm all for those damn videos, man. Even though I don't really fuck with attachments like that. I don't put sights on my shit.
Yeah, it's an iron sight class.
It feels like it takes over your whole.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's an iron sight
class. Especially in this game, the sights, I feel like it takes your whole screen.
Yeah.
Like completely. Like you put a sights on your thing, it's like your whole screen's done. Like at least a good 70% of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Big. And then I'm constantly looking down so I can see what's in front of me.
Yeah.
And that I lose battles like that because now I gotta look up to shoot. It's like by the time I do that, they're already ADS-ing me. I'm done.
True.
So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Iron Sights is the way.
Yeah, that's all we got for Call
All
of
right,
Duty.
who we got? Have a good night, guys.
Yeah. See you next week. No. But yeah, that's it for Call of Duty, man. Let us know how you think. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this time real quick too before we do comment switch. Obviously, you guys that are active here in the chat, we appreciate you and stuff like that. If you guys are listening to replay, especially on YouTube, or even if you're on the audio, I want to try something. Leave a comment right now at this minute mark. I don't know how much time we're in right now, but we'll figure it out. Leave a comment actually on the YouTube chat with hashtag STP. I just want to give that in the YouTube, not in the chat. I want to see it in the comment section of YouTube. I want to try that out because you know, on the replay or just however, even if you're listening to it, go to the YouTube. We'd appreciate it and go leave a comment in there and let us know what you think about COD or anything else that we've been talking about here. There you go, minute 132.
Damn, all right.
So or hour, I should say, not minute. 1 hour 32 in. Thank you for that, Turpin. See, we got the best mods in the games as well too. Shout out to Money. Shout out to
best mods in the gaming space god COD space.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah. We're professional.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some comments in the YouTube channel itself, specifically under the video. I would like to see some engagement, and we will engage with you. Listen, Sensei's all over that. He gets the notifications right away. Me, I check after, but he's logged in. He sees them right away, and he's definitely on point. And he responds to pretty much everything. We always respond
every
to our
fucking
shit,
thing.
So
my life is social, so it's like I'm anti-social in real life, but in the
online, he's a little social butterfly.
I'm a social butterfly. I was a cocoon at one point.
Little monarch. You're a little monarch butterfly.
Fly, my birdies.
Fly.
Butterfly. Fly. Yeah. So that's great, man. Leave a comment, please. Show the engagement there. So we want to try something. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I just want to see what's up. Just see what's just testing that out. So we appreciate that. And let's go on to the next topic. Sorry for and then just warning for the flashbang. Real quick, since I'm going to switch this on OBS right now. I'm just going to give the flashbang warning just in case.
I got a headache, by the way, from the flashbangs in Call of Duty. Like, legit headache.
I don't want to keep piling on, but I think they need to lower down the time or shorten the time in which you stay flashbang. I think that could
dim the brightness a little bit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I get you want realism, but shit, like I'm literally going around with PTSD with that shit. Like, oh my god, this is hurting me.
Yeah, so we're going right over into a Bloomberg article. Denver was talking about this before. Yeah, Schreier. This is our best friend Jason Schreier over there. Our best friend, who's pretty much has the entire gaming Twitter space blocked. Besides probably like fucking 10 people. But it's fine. Whatever. He did the article. Here's some news. Embracer Group shuts down Montreal video game studio. So this was after the rename too, so they call it Anoma, the maker of Hitman Go, will close up shop. They were formerly known as Square Enix Montreal. Now remember, a couple of months back, Embracer Group had acquired a couple of the companies from Ubi. This is this is one of the companies that was sold off from Square. Pretty much. Not Ubi. It was Square. That's what it was.
Yeah. I think they were in charge of the mobile side of things.
Yeah.
Which is weird in this space now with mobile companies being shut. Like, really? Mobile? That's the it thing now, man.
So now this article, so if you go into it, this wasn't really what the tie-in was. I think the big takeaway from this one, I mean, there's a couple of big takeaways. First one here, representative from Embracer Group, Embracer confirmed Tuesday that the company is closing Anoma and said the move would impact around 200 employees. That's it. That's always fucked up. Hopefully, those people can definitely find some work in the industry and stuff like that, because obviously job loss sucks.
I always found it a problem when they don't relocate and reallocate.
I mean, especially if you're in a situation where you can, but like where we've seen that, like in the Google Stadia, for example, right, where they literally took the entire Stadia team and just repurposed them throughout Google. So good on them. And listen, I'm sorry, but I don't think Embracer's fucking sponsoring us anytime soon. I mean, they literally, money grows on trees for them. Like, it really does at this point with their catalog and stuff. It's not like, they've amassed like a small little fucking country of wealth because of the amount of things and entertainment and like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to go into details with that, but not to say that they should be doing it, because it's business at the end of the day, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. But hopefully, like I said, those 200 employees could definitely find some work in the industry. Shutdown is unusual because of the timing. Anoma was purchased in May and on October 10th announced the new name and branding. So they just got new name and branding. It's 20 days, 21, 22 days after the rebranding.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unfortunate. Sweden-based Embracer has been on a video game industry shopping spree, buying companies with big and small over the past years. Anoma was part of the large acquisition earlier this year alongside Eidos Montreal, San Francisco-based Crystal Dynamics, and a handful of franchises, including Tomb Raider and DSX. So this is the last part, and I think this is what some people were looking at here. A move appears to be a part of the larger cost-cutting initiative. Eidos Montreal has reduced the scope of one unannounced project and will cancel another, which we already know about, and we kind of reported on that one a little bit. And then
two projects, one got canceled.
Right. And then said that people familiar with the situation who asked not to be identified because they were not authorized to speak publicly. The company also plans to work with Microsoft Corp to help develop some games, including one in the Fable franchise led by UK-based Playground Games. Here's my question. I'll start with this. Are they actually referring to the fucking Fable game that's being made like right now, or are they talking about, it's potentially another Fable game?
Because it's very because vague. Been an official announcement from Microsoft, say like they did with Crystal Dynamics and this game, Perfect Dark, where they announced it. So there's nothing official on that end. So it begs the question: is this a new Fable project they're working on?
Right. Or is this just the way that he fucking worded it, and that's just now we just have to play the guessing game of like, you know what I mean? Of like, is that what he meant? Did he not just like mean like the actual direct, or did he just not know, and that's why he kind of left it open to interpretation? And that's how I see it. But it, I mean, we know like it's already been confirmed that Crystal Dynamics has been working with, that's already in the know.
Co-developing.
Yeah, co-developing basically. So. That's, I mean, as long as that nothing changes there, I guess we're okay, right? Like that you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing, unless like
the only news here for me is the fact that one project is not being worked on, they canceled, the other one's still worked on, and that they're cutting, employees, closing down the mobile side of things, like what a Mobile Go, the people who made Mobile Go. That's the only news I see here. But the Fable thing is interesting. I don't know if that's a new Fable they're working on or the same Fable they've been working on for a couple of years now. Don't know that part.
Yeah, because there's no world that Embracer Group actually like tries to fuck over Microsoft and just pulls like. I mean, I'm reaching here.
It's speculation for us, and we can do that. It's cool.
But there's no world in which they're like, oh yeah, like why are we gonna take like we're already kind of like bleeding money maybe from our investment, and we want to kind of like focus up, like because we also don't know what the deal is like with that studio being on, because that wasn't their deal to make. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Embracer, that deal was already in place, kind of, or the fact that Crystal Dynamics was helping.
That was before Embracer bought that part of Square.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's why it's like, technically, it's like, do they have to honor all the deals like that were potentially in place before? Or how official was that? Was it more or less just kind of like, yeah, we'll help you out because we're doing fuck all right now, but like maybe Embracer doesn't want them to do fuck all right now. Like,
yeah, right.
That
Fable thing seems more like and by the way, like just slide that in there real quick.
Yeah,
like, slide that in there real quick. Like, yo, nobody said anything about that. That's crazy. Yeah. I know one of the narratives going on is that buy low, sell high with Square. Like Crystal Dynamics maybe being sold to Xbox in the future, and that was their plan all along.
Really? Like what? For Embracer to scoop it up at the price that they did, and then basically just build it back, and then
build it up, and depending on the success of Perfect Dark Zero and this Fable franchise talking about, the success of that, they might just go on and go, you know what? We will sell them to you guys. Like, how about that? You want to buy from us? Because Microsoft is going on a buying frenzy once this acquisition goes through, if and when it goes through. With Activision, they've already mentioned Satya said he's going to keep. They're not done buying, so I think Embracer's jockeying themselves for that. Like, oh, okay, let's see what happens here. If it's a successful thing, guess what, Microsoft, you can have them for the small price of $1 million.
No, you probably add a couple of hundred to that, and probably gonna be with a B. Yeah. There's a B there somewhere.
Oh, it'll be a B.
There's a B.
But, I mean, that's one of the narratives going on.
So Clobril, this is also who I bookmark the tweet. That's pronunciation I'm going with right now, and I apologize if it's wrong. But
How about
Cloverhill on
Clobe?
Twitter,
Clobe.
Clobe. The way he led because that's where I got the article from. But he says before that, Eidos Montreal, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, appears to be co-development partner on Playground Games Fable. So that's what he got out of that's what he got out of the article. Like,
okay.
you know what I mean? And then
So then it is the one that they're working on.
So and if that I mean that's kind of cool. I'm just saying. I mean that's pretty
The way
cool.
they dropped that though, like, ooh, okay, is Microsoft like privy? Like, are they okay with like, hey, we never said this. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. I mean, I guess since we're bringing up Fable on the topic, any chance that we get Fable anytime? Like,
nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Just
that's a title that I'm keeping like in the sleeve somewhere back there. So when we get actual like news of it, like actual gameplay and what it looks like, up until now, we know what the engine is going to be. We know what it potentially it's going to look like, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't see Fable for it. I don't even see it in 2023. We might get an announcement and show some stuff in Fable, but we won't get Fable for a while, man. But is that I said this many times before. When it comes to a brand new IP, I mean, Fable's not a brand new IP, but when it comes to something like this, where they're reintroducing a world of Fable with a new engine, new team, new everything, it's a minimum of 5 years to get this shit up and going to play it from start to finish. Like, just to play it from start to finish, they got to get that working before they add the assets and they add the everything else in between. So, I don't know what mark we're on right now with this game, what year we are. I think year 1, year 2, but at least 5 years before this thing even gets like playable. Like we have it on Game Pass playing it. It might be midway to the like latter half of this gen cycle, that we get this game to come out. It won't be anytime soon.
See, Denver's saying here Fable's 5 years in the works. I mean, and if that's the case, but then again, listen, there have been games that have been in the works for a long fucking time. Like, so I'm not going to say, especially in a game like Fable. Like, listen, and here's the other thing too. I'm still of the mindset of if it's not ready, don't fucking put it out. I think with everything, if it's not ready and there's shit that you can't, especially with Fable, Fable's very beloved when it comes to like original like Xbox. Like when we talk about like OG like Fable and stuff like that, like that's a pretty beloved franchise, and that's something too.
That's why I go with that stuff. It's one of those things where it's like we have such a forgettable memory when it comes to gaming. We forget.
I remember Fable.
Right, Fable is it's one of those baby franchises that we want, that's near and dear to our heart. And we just don't want to and it's a brand new team taking it over. We just don't want this to come out as a regular game. This is going to be, it's a staple of Xbox. Like it or not, it's one of those games that's a staple of Xbox. It's not just going to come out just because we want it and we're impatient. It's ready when it's ready. And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with them not marketing the shit. This is what we talked about earlier. Microsoft not marketing it, saying, hey, and hyping us up and still waiting on a game to come out. This is not Skull and Bones, everybody. Remember that game? Or still remember that game?
Still remember that game? Yeah.
Remember that game? It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, as a community, we tend to forget all the hate and all the shit we do in these games.
Sure.
They gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Like they're careful what they're doing and what they're showing us.
I don't mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't mind some of these properties and IPs being handled with kid gloves. I swear to God, I really at this point, like, you know what I mean. And I think Fable definitely falls in the line of one of them being like whatever does come out, whatever is this next iteration of Fable, I think it needs to be like good, like the expectations. Because for it, I mean, at least for original Fable fans, maybe people that aren't familiar with the franchise, sure, but like just knowing how big of a franchise it was, like, you know what I mean? Like you put it up with those big time RPG, like put it up there with the Fallout 3s and the, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the Elder Scrolls, like, I won't say like Skyrim or whatever, but that action adventure,
Oblivion,
that role play, like, you know what I mean? More like it has a lot of those feels for like early, and that was like a lot of my early gaming days, and it's very memorable for me personally. So, like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect.
It was my kids' favorite co-op game together when they were younger. When they added co-op to, I think, part 2.
Yep.
It was part 2 or part, I forgot what part it was, where they added co-op to it, and my kids religiously was playing Fable. That's like one of the experiences, playing the games together with the siblings. And I'm going, this is a beautiful thing. Gaming does that. So Fable, and let's not forget the Peter Molyneux thing, like that whole debacle with him. I don't know what he was trying to do with the Fable thing. It's like he was going a whole different, like, Legends, I think it was called Fable Legends or whatever. It was just some weird shit what he was trying to do, and that was like okay, we're not going there, and it got like the whole project got canceled until we got news now about the playground games. But yeah, man, kid gloves. Take your time. Do what you got to do on it. It is a well beloved, established. It's one of the staples of the Xbox. Of the Xbox gaming world.
Yeah, man. So I think we just wrap it. Just you go right into the next one. Right here, I have.
Yeah.
I think you saw this one as well too. But I definitely wanted to bring it up here and talk about it and kind of get some of your thoughts on it because we did talk about it originally, or at least one of these games so far. But this was some new news from Marvel Games.
New news. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
new news. It was
new,
news.
old, new.
Old,
it was
new.
news.
However you want to perceive it. Yeah.
But EA, man, with Marvel
man.
Games.
Yeah, man.
Announced a multi-title collaboration with Marvel Games. We already know about Iron Man. And listen,
yes.
if they can give me Anthem vibes,
that's what I'm saying.
On an Iron Man game,
I'm with you. Lock, stock. I'm with you 100%.
I mean, how many times have we did that? Like, we played Anthem going, yo, imagine Iron Man skin in this. And there was a skin that you can make that gives you the gold and red in Anthem. So if you give me those vibes, I'm all for that. But the other two projects that has not been announced yet is pretty fucking
and Marvel,
interesting.
what is it? I can't. Just quick speculation, like maybe like two, let's just because there's not much here. This is the announcement, and so it's like this is gonna be full speculation. What's the other two fucking games? Like literally, like just
what are the other two games?
What are the other two games?
What are the because I mean you got Wolverine being worked on one end, you got now Iron Man with these people, you got like different the what's her name? That's Star Wars. Never mind, that's a whole different franchise. But like there's different Marvel games being made. Spider-Man, it's already a thing. Like
so, like that's what I mean. Best guess. What do you think could be coming from It's EA. So we don't know if it's going to be Respawn. We don't know what team it's going to be exactly. Like I mean, is it like fucking?
Well, Respawn's working on Iron Man, so that's probably not unless wait.
No, that's is it Respawn that's Iron Man?
I think so. Yeah.
Chat.
Isn't it? Chat. Let us know. Either Respawn or BioWare.
I mean, it would be pretty. It would be pretty on the nose if it was BioWare, but no, I don't think it was actually. I don't think it was Respawn. I don't think it was a BioWare. I think it would actually probably was Respawn. But I forget exactly.
Oh, EA Motive. EA Motive.
That's what it was. Motive. Yes, thank you.
Motive, which is Respawn with which is Respawn. They just got renamed, I guess.
No, well, no. Respawn is still Respawn. Motive, I think, is the.
Motive is a whole different.
Yeah, but Motive has been working on like Battlefield, and I think they've done some Battlefront stuff too. Like they've been like kind of like support studio ish, to a certain extent. So, but yeah. So as far as two games, like that's what I mean. Like I really like, and I'm just going. I'm trying to rack my brain too. So Marvel, I'm trying to think about things that I've already locked up. I don't know if this
has been like officially because like wait, is Doctor Strange being made? Is that one game being made by some? I don't know if that was officially announced anywhere, but I would like to see a Doctor Strange game if it's not already being made by somebody else. That game will be interesting.
I didn't even hear anything about a Strange. Was there something about a Strange game?
It was something a while ago. I don't know if it was a rumor or something. I read it, but not enough for me to go, oh, they're already making a Doctor Strange game. So that would be a character I would like seeing.
Do I remember seeing something about Black Panther?
Black Panther is something that's being made. I think Ubi's making that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so that was already in the works.
Yeah. Man.
Okay. So that's what I mean. So it's like, so if I'm going down the list, though, we've already had the Guardians. We've already, you know what I mean. So it's like I'm just I'm thinking Fantastic Four.
Oh.
I'm just okay. Right.
Okay. I'm there. Okay, so Iron Man, Fantastic Four,
and if we're staying, can I get? I mean, I could pray, right? One could pray and one could hope, but I think for me, like, can I just get like, and it's never gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? Punisher would be nice. I didn't even think about that, but that would be pretty fucking cool.
I mean, remember they did Black. Electronic Arts did Black.
Yeah.
Something like so that kind
of clicks a little for me. That especially like Punisher that we get like Punisher like Netflix series Punisher. Like give me like
that.
Yeah, give me give me Netflix Punisher. series. Yeah, give me brutal Punisher. Even Daredevil. I was gonna say Daredevil. This is selfish self. I'm saying like another like Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Why not?
But that's just like I mean that's selfishly because of just how much I love that game. But yeah,
I mean, that was a well-loved fucking game.
It's not like they don't have things to pull from compared to what's even out there, what's there.
They have a whole catalog, bro. Like,
but yeah, man,
big catalog. I mean, I know we've been seeing the mainstream characters being made on video games, but you could take the opportunity and with this partnership and actually go branch out and get some of these characters that don't really get the love.
Yeah.
Like Fantastic Four, that'd be a great game. Iron Man was already being made, which I don't, that's gonna be great. But for me, the third one, I want it to be Punisher, a brutal Punisher, the Netflix Punisher, like you said. That would be all interesting because even though that studio may not be around no more, but they did Black.
Yeah, that would be wild.
That'd be a good fitting, like obviously modernized and everything, but it'll be good fitting, narrative or team to make that. Like, I don't know. I think Punisher and Fantastic Four are two great IPs.
Yep.
That EA can pull off. I just don't want them to go the Anthem route or the Battlefield 2042 route. I need this to be like legit old school BioWare that route. Like, I want that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take their time, and I think that's what it is. Whatever. With the fact that they're announcing, that means that they probably have their pre-production. They're like already spitballing and like, okay, these are the games, or they're already locked in and they know the games that they're gonna be making. It's very early on, like storyboarding things like you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, this
like
is just
super early
on the wall, what sticks and what doesn't.
The only thing that probably isn't.
I'm sure they already got what they're gonna work on. They
right.
already got. This is it. This is gonna be the game you're working on. Now let's throw the ideas on the board. That's what they're doing. So.
Yep. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the Iron Man, of course, is definitely something to look forward to, for sure. And then whatever
it's going to be more than just Madden and FIFA.
Yeah, and it's been going that way for a while. And listen, as long as Respawn keeps holding it down with like things like Apex and Fallen Order 2, when that comes out, obviously on the Star Wars, that like
Fallen Order, I forget. Yeah,
listen, EA definitely has a role to play when it comes.
EA and Marvel, bro, like Star Wars, and now this fucking Marvel stuff, the comic with the superheroes, like they.
Well, listen, they almost pissed off Disney with Star Wars. So the fact that they're able to, what really earned their respect back was definitely the Respawn with the Fallen Order. That's for sure.
That's definitely their GOAT developer under that umbrella.
Yeah,
Respawn with
the Titanfalls now as of late, the Titanfalls and Apex, and now
Apex,
and Star Wars,
like they literally shadow dropped a BR game.
Yeah. It didn't mean for it to be
one of the most popular BRs out there.
Right now. No, it's definitely a top 5 BR for sure. Not that there's like 100 fucking BRs available, but I mean it might even be like top 3 to be honest. Like ranking system, new season. By the way, not sponsored, but yeah, new season just dropped today, and it looks like a fuck ton of fun. Can't wait to go and play.
I think they even mentioned they're doing like a campaign, a narrative campaign.
They've been doing this storytelling kind of thing, which has been pretty cool. Like
they're spinning it off into like its own campaign, narrative They actually making a campaign. I don't know if it's a full-on game or add on to the Apex Legends.
Yeah,
but they're making a campaign for Apex Legends, its own thing. Like, I think that's pretty dope. Like,
that is pretty dope.
The little stories they tell in between seasons, are the shit. Like, it's high bars type stuff for me.
Yeah,
like, when I sit there and come into the season, I'm going, what am I watching right now? This is freaking dope. Like, it's high bar shit they do there. Them in Fortnite are like elite when it comes to the VR stuff, right? In my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Warzone needs to get there, but it's just like the storytelling they do between seasons is how they introduce these new characters and how they connect the dots. I know we're going off the topic, but how they connect the dots. This is her mom. This is her sister. Or this is a rivalry.
This is why this person ended up in the Apex games and stuff like that. Yes. This is how this person got the origin story.
How this map was built.
Yeah. This is how this map came about and stuff like. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It's really cool how they've still been able to weave in those like narrative threads in Battle Royale and make
a game that doesn't have a campaign that can tell you a story.
Yeah.
And literally, you can sit there for any Apex, that plays Apex and religiously plays it. You can tell a whole story. You can sit there with that person and have a whole story being told, even though there's no campaign.
Yeah.
Like this character. Oh, this character came from here. Did that? The background they're related to. It's like it's a whole story there that makes sense. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool.
But
so
this news came out today, man. The EA thing with the 3 Tuesdays.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tuesday. That's a Tuesdays thing. This also came out today as well, and I think this would be a really cool place to potentially end on if you're okay with that, because gotta check with the co-host, but you know what I mean. We do it live, so that's how we do it. Do it live. Yeah. So right here, man.
Get back to my card grind.
The coming, facts. And I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat.
And I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
But
be like, bro, hello.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Coming soon. Game Pass.
We can't have a pod without mentioning Game Pass.
Well,
There we go.
right here. So coming soon, and then I'll run them off. Monkey Island. Return to Monkey Island.
Return to Monkey Island. That's a classic.
Yep. Football Manager console. 2023.
Oh, Gambit. Sorry, John in the chat saying Gambit. I forgot about Gambit.
Gambit as well too. Thank you, John. I'm sorry because we completely ignored you, and I'm sorry about that. But Gambit would also be a sick, and that would also be a sick game as well. That's a sick idea for a game.
Mon ami, monsieur.
Yes.
Ghost. He was one of my characters back then. Yeah.
Oh, Gambit.
Yeah, he was like a comic book. Like when I was into that stuff, Gambit was one of my guys, man.
Yeah, I remember Gambit. I really liked in the in X-Men 97. Well, like
97.
Like
actual
animated
97.
season, not the one that's coming. Yeah. But which we don't know if they redo the Gambit in there, if they have him in there. That would be pretty dope. Yeah, man.
All right, so here we go. Back to Game Pass.
But yeah, so Ghost Song, Pentiment, obviously a lot of excitement behind that.
Pentiment,
of course.
Oh,
yeah. It's Tian Ding, I believe.
I downloaded that. Your brother sent me. I didn't realize it was coming. It dropped.
Yeah.
And he sent me, it's available now. So Tian Ding is definitely downloaded already. I'm playing that.
Yep, that's available today, actually. That was with that. And so is Walking Dead, A New Frontier, complete season PC, and Walking Dead Michonne, complete season PC as well, too. And then Football Manager 2023, that's not, so PC. And so there's a cloud console and PC version for Football Manager, and then I guess there's, the PC version. So that's there too.
Managing games, like I don't.
The Sims.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't get the thing for it, but I can't say it because I played fucking Power Washer Simulator.
No, it's not right. It's just you ever wanted to just run like just run like a fantasy team. Like it's no different than like playing like fantasy football or something like that.
Yeah.
And then just going in, but like this is legit. Like how much you want to play this player, and what team you want to make, and what league do you want them to play in, and all of this stuff. So that's it's pretty cool. If you're a sports fan like that, football fan or soccer.
But I see what you're talking about. They separated the cloud console PC and then PC.
That's what's throwing me off a little bit because there's the cloud plus console and PC for Football Manager 2023 that says console, and then there's a PC version. I'm assuming that's just straight up just PC version. So double achievements. Maybe never know, Kills. That might be 2,000 achievements right there, and you're not even realizing it there.
Yeah, I'm not realizing
that's
it.
That's how you got to think about it. We got Somerville on the rise, and then Vampire Survivors.
Logic gets. He understands.
I just had to talk in your language. That's what it was. I had to speak to you in a manner in which you would understand, and I knew you would understand if I said achievements. I knew that would tickle your fancy. So. So yeah, man. Let's see, Vampire Survivors, November 10th.
Excited about that. The Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, Pentiment. I'm definitely giving that a go. November 15th for sure. From Obsidian.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
This is So real quick TLDR right here. Obsidian Xbox Studios step into a living illustrated world inspired by illuminated manuscripts, printed woodcuts. In a time when Europe is at a crossroads of great religious and political change, walk in the footsteps of Andreas Mahler, master artist who finds himself in the middle of murder, scandals, and intrigue in Bavarian Alps.
Is this a new game or something?
We've seen this. This is the one that has that really weird art style and 2D and stuff like that. I think it's like.
I remember. Yeah,
so, but this is Oblivion. So this is that's doing it or Obsidian. Excuse me, not Oblivion. Yeah. Obsidian. Choose your backgrounds, impact the changing world, and see consequences of your decisions in narrative adventure. That's pretty much.
Now I gotta give it. If Dibber's saying he's gonna try it, I gotta try it.
Yeah, that's definitely something you gotta give a go. But yeah, man, I think that's.
In a pretzel. You're weird, Cozy. your food choices always make me go, wow, okay.
But yeah, man, so with Game Pass, I think that's a really
weird in a good way, by the way. Weird in a good way. I don't mean that. Of course,
it's always weird in a good way.
Yeah, weird in a good way. I love weird. But Pentiment is the one I will be looking forward to. On that list, Pentiment, if you could bring it out real quick.
Oh, my bad. Give me a sec.
Just real quick, so I can highlight what I'm gonna be playing. Because I am a YouTuber, and if you guys listen to YouTubers, your favorite YouTuber, hopefully I'm your favorite YouTuber.
1 second. Uno momento, por favor.
By the way, while he's doing that, can we go back to having fun and letting entertainment entertain us instead of like breaking down everything to being bad? Okay, so Tian Ding definitely had that down already because it dropped today. Pentiment in a couple of weeks, playing that. I'm gonna be playing Return to Monkey Island because, as Timber said, it did drop on the Switch a while ago, so I want to try that out.
Yep.
Now, Vampire Survivors got me intrigued. Somerville, this shit was like, I think this week they dropped the date on that. Nobody expected this at all to be dropping. That's a game I'm very interested in. Pentiment and Somerville are probably the highlighted ones on that list. This year, I'm very interested in, man. They showed this off last year, not this year, but last year, and not much of it since. And the fact that they said, "Oh, and by the way, it's coming out very very soon." I forgot what the date is. There a date on that?
November 15th.
November 15th. There you go. November 15th. So in a couple of weeks we're getting this. This was a surprise when I told it to your brother. He was like, "Wow, really? I didn't know this shit was coming out that close." There was no word on it. It was just like, it's coming whenever it comes.
Yeah.
It wasn't even part of the 12-month window that they mentioned. It wasn't. It was just like, it was a part of the montage highlight thing they showed at the end of the showcase.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Like, but some of those there, they didn't say nothing about it. So here you go. Comes out in a couple of weeks. So those are my two highlights for the November Game Pass so far. Because they already got the surprise drops, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be digging into that Pentiment a little bit for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it for there. But yeah, I definitely wanted to go over that, and then I think that's pretty much all. That's all I have, unless you have something.
That's all we have. Yeah, let's check real quick with the chat. Chat, how you guys feeling after a good pod? I'd say great pod. I mean, we spoke about a little bit of everything. We're passionate about Call of Duty, so it's how we, it's the big meat and potatoes of today's show. But man, the Game Pass games look good. The fact that EA and Marvel, that deal with the 3 games, that's pretty cool. We're about Iron Man. Then we speculate on anything else and what we would like to see. What else we speak about? We spoke about and the Embracer Group. So we spoke about that a little bit. So
and some Call of Duty and a little sprinkle of Call of Duty.
We sprinkled in Call of Duty there, a little here, a little there. And then we found out that Cozy likes eating German potato salad and a pretzel.
There you go.
Playing Pentiment. So that's pretty dope. But other than that, man, that's what we got for this Tuesday, November 1st. So we are officially in the Thanksgiving month. If you guys are into that and do the turkey thing, I know I do. Cranberry turkey with on a toasted brioche. Okay, I'm going too far. But yeah, turkey happening this week. And I mentioned this on Twitter today. I tweeted out the new rewards bonus round thing came out for 2,000 points. So go ahead and hit that up real quick. Go get those points because Microsoft rewards is always on my mind. Always on my mind. Other than that, yeah, that's what we got.
Word.
That's what we got for Tuesday, November 1st. As far as our next show, hit the bell. If you hit the bell, you'll never be lost on when our show is going to go live.
Yes.
Also, when we put up the video and we stage it, you can hit the bell and hit like on it and then comment on it saying, "I'm ready for this." So
just get ahead of the curve. Yep, get ahead of the curve.
And you're in here waiting for us to come on. So stay tuned to that. But hit the bell. Hit the bell. Don't be that guy.
And follow. Yep.
Or they them.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yep. We're not discriminating towards anything. We accept everyone. And also, as long as you're chill and you don't be stupid in our chat and on our socials and in our games. Just
our community knows that we're that group. We're chill.
Yeah.
We're not we don't go crazy with our
good vibes. No, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us in chat. Obviously, thank all the audio listeners. Thank everybody that's listening to the replay as well too. And follow us on our socials too, because that's where you get the most up to date information as far as what we're doing. Come hang out, of course, in the Discord as well. That links in the bottom and on our socials as well.
Holy shit,
I know, but I'm just saying today we're here. We're in the Discords. I'm in 5 different Discords all the time, but I'm constantly and I'm always checking our Discord hashtag STP just to check what the vibe is. Timber's always up there in.
I love my conversations with Timber, bro.
My brother,
Nick
my brother, Nick. There's definitely a lot of people just contributing and stuff like that, hanging out. So definitely come and check us on the Discords. But yeah, man, that's all we got. Obviously, shout out to the XBL podcast. Who shout out before that.
Yeah, man. I had this show earlier today, and
So we're trying to make sure we're not stepping on anybody's toes as well too. And things like I said, we don't know if we're gonna make this a regular thing. It's just kind of what we've been doing right now, and it's kind of been working. And we're just we're gonna vibe with it. But you never know, we might be back on Sunday too. But like I said, keep watching us on the socials and stuff, and we'll let you know where we'll be at. And that's pretty much all we got.
Yeah. That's all we got, man. Now, until next time we see each other, or see each other. Well, or hear each other.
Yeah.
It's Call of Duty time, so I'm gonna go back to my weapon grinding. But I thank you guys for coming on November 1st one more time, and all the lurkers out there. And for your audio listeners, this will be available on all DSPs as early as YouTube lets me do it. But it'll be no later than tomorrow it'll be there. And stay tuned for the chapters. I'll be chaptering this as well. So that way you guys don't have to sit there and listen to the whole thing and go. You can go through like the shit that you want to listen to, which I believe that's important when you go into these long form pods. You know, you want to. There's certain topics that you're like, oh, that's interesting right there. I want to see that.
Since he's doing God's work, because I'm not fucking trapping him yet.
Dude, legit, this shit is fucking. Oh god. But no, man, it's I do it all for the community, man. It's all good.
Word.
No qualm, no gripes, none of that. So, other than that, man, I'm long-winded here. It is the end of the show. I thank you guys for coming out, and with that, I say, happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.